Hello, everybody.
What's up?
Welcome, everybody.
You got chat, Buck, or you want me to do chat?
I'm hitting chat right now.
All right, perfect.
The first one in the chat is Kenneth from Georgia.
I just started it, but I was drawing this shape on here. So, yeah, Kenneth is here.
Hello.
Hello and good evening.
The early bird gets the hello.
Yes.
Hello, Kenneth.
Bilge is here. And he wanted us to bring on the Muppet Show. Apparently, we're the Muppets.
I'm totally a Muppet.
Evening, Gordon. Welcome, Paul. And Bilge said that today's been a struggle. He needs a laugh. So, Ian, you got to do something silly.
Well,
Ian's here. That's already silly.
I'm already. We've
true.
got the dumbest modeler on all of YouTube to begin with. I don't know how sillier I can get, but I'll try.
Wait, Eric's not here.
Well, Eric's no. I hold the record for the most stupid modeling channel on all of YouTube. There's never been a poll, but I feel I would win.
Evening, Oz. Welcome. Evening, Andy. Welcome.
Hey, Pete. Hey, Andy.
And Maker's Cave. Evening, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Steve said the heat is out in his shop, or else he would be with us.
Yeah. No heat. Well, no bueno right there, buddy.
Yes.
No
That's a
heat
deal
and his
breaker.
eyes are messed up.
Paul said he's not on YouTube.
You know why Steve's eyes are messed up? Because he saw Buck's Christmas sweater. It burned his retinas.
Don't make me do it.
I
will
love
burn
that
everybody
sweater.
on the planet.
Everybody needs to see that sweater, Buck. It's an amazing sight to behold.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
That'll probably cheer up Bilge a little bit.
You go, Buck. Yeah, Bilge needs a laugh. That should deliver.
Yeah.
More so than the post office for you.
Yeah, what were you having delivered, Buck, that they told you they couldn't find your house?
His critical paint for his Samba.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
We were just discussing it.
Bilge says just poor comms, nagging X's, and only one bloody match left. Yeah, no, it's kind of funny, guys, because what Todd was just talking about, I posted on Discord where the post office said on my tracking for a box, my box with paint, that they couldn't find, or that the delivery location was unavailable. They were able to reach the mailbox in front of the house, but the lazy postman could not get out of the truck and walk 30 feet to the porch.
From my experience, and I'm pretty friendly with my mail carrier, from my experience, it's some lazy jerk in your local post office didn't put the right bin on his van that day, because I've run out there multiple times when he's shown up and I was working from home. And I go, you got a package for me. It says you have a package for me. It's out for delivery. He's like, I'm sorry, man. It's either sitting at the post office or it's on the wrong damn van. I'll have it for you tomorrow. And then it gets marked delivered the second he drives away.
I could
the
agree
next
with
day,
that, except for the fact that at 3 o'clock, I mean, literally straight up at 3 o'clock, when the postman shows up, is when it said it's not deliverable.
Oh. That's because it probably wasn't in his van and he didn't want to get... The USPS is not like UPS or FedEx. I think they have limited options to tap on their little computer. So depending on the option they tap, the archaic government-sponsored system of feedback will get them in trouble. So they learn over a course of time, if I tap this or tap that, I won't get in trouble, even though some idiot at the post office that I work with forgot to put the package on my truck today.
Well, the problem is
pretty sure
that they actually scan the package at your door. I've seen them do it.
They can fake it.
Yeah. Well, and my son used to
Well,
work with
as
the
far as
for the post office.
goes, it GPS marks where they scan it.
Well, the USPS actually, the carriers actually go in at 6 and start their routes at 8 because they load their own trucks.
I don't know if that's every post office in every city, because here it's kind of a Wild West in Atlanta for the post office. It's pretty bad.
Well, that's Atlanta.
Well, okay.
So, by the way,
Fair enough.
Oz says your tank is looking good, Ian, and
Thanks, Pete.
welcome, Richard from Florida.
Oh, yeah. Who wants to do the what's everybody working on part of the video?
I guess that's going to be me
Eric
since
part
Todd,
usually, ain't it?
Todd's flowing or throwing paint, and Donnie is blowing hot air. So I guess we'll start with Ian.
Oh, thank you. I'm working on the Andy's Hobby headquarters. I'm not going through the whole thing. It's the 1/16 scale Sherman, easy 8. Just getting some water slide decals on here and using the good stuff. Mark Setter, Mark Softer. If anyone's not using these, try them out. They're fantastic. But yeah, just getting decals, and then I got a paint stowage, which I freaking hate. On to the next.
I actually use the microcell microset.
Also very
that's what I
good.
use.
It came in, I think, 2nd place, right behind the Mr. Hobby on Barbados Rex's shootout video. It finished very well, but these took the cake for Barbados Rex, and I have to agree.
Where did Solvaset end up?
Somewhere in 2nd or 3rd. They were top 3, I believe. But if you look, this is on flat clear.
Yeah.
There's no silvering whatsoever.
Well, see,
and that's on flat clear.
That's the thing. With Solvaset, I use Solvaset on decals that are going down on uneven places. And it's funny because when when it's working right, because the decal, about 15 minutes later, you come back and it's bubbled up and it just looks atrocious, and you're like, oh shit, I've destroyed that decal.
Yeah.
Let it sit overnight and it sucks right down.
Yeah, no, the microscale stuff is really great. I love microscale products. Specifically, though, I used to use Mark Fit Strong from Tamiya because Andy at Hobby Headquarters he loved that stuff. It did not work nearly as well as this combo here. Setter underneath the decal, and then the softer on top. But
the one thing I've found about a setter solution is that when you're trying to position the decal, get it right the first time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, Donnie, what you working on?
I'm working on the little orc that goes on the back of the Boosta Blasta.
Very cool. And is he green initially, or did you paint him green and now you're
green?
Okay.
I don't know that.
Games Workshop stuff is always gray plastic, I believe, right?
Right.
Donnie? Yeah.
Yeah, it's always gray. Or all the ones I've done have always been gray anyway. I haven't really done that many of them.
Welcome, Leona, Areola, hand pink waving hands at us. I'm not sure which channel she's on.
The emojis aren't translating properly.
Yeah. Okay. And how close are you to being done on the Boosta Blasta?
I just got to finish the orc and the gun that he'll be holding.
Very cool. Is that it sitting on the right side of your bench?
Yeah.
I like how the gun is bigger than the orc.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he sits back here.
It's very cool.
Good snow traction.
Right? Good anything traction.
Yeah, really. Get traction on glass.
So it sounds like Todd is painting parts on the Titanic.
I am painting the engine columns into a light mast, which is a little better, more accurate color.
Yeah.
And the engine base, and then we're gonna do a bunch of the pipes.
And this is actually the second engine, right?
That is correct. Yes.
And the pipes you're going to do the what is it? The pen with the chrome.
Some will be chrome, and some is going to be brass, and some's going to be black. And I'm just making it up as I go along, since nobody knows what the engine room looks like.
That's the best way to do it.
James Cameron might have an idea.
Nope.
No, I thought he dove down there.
Yeah, but everything down there is rusted all to hell. It's really hard to tell the colors there either.
Fair enough.
Okay, and tonight I'm working on parts for the. This is actually going to be brakes for the side of the dial for the Lisbon Tram that I finished a couple of weeks ago. Been working on this because I kept looking at it, and the way their measurements were, it just went back and forth and back and forth. And I finally went and did each block individually today. And so they are correct in size. And then it says to just flip it over and mirror it here. These will all get cut apart and then glued to the front of the dial. Maybe tonight. Well, probably not tonight because I need to paint them white first. Because right now, it's obvious that it's cardboard. Once it's painted white, it looks a lot more like boards.
Wait, it is cardboard? I thought it was like some pressed styrene type of thing.
No, it's just regular cardboard.
Oh, okay.
It is thicker cardboard. I mean, it's very dense.
Yeah, it's like press board, maybe.
Yeah. But it's a very dense cardboard, which makes it a real pain in the butt to cut. Because when you think you're getting it straight up and down, it's not. And so when I go to cut these parts apart, so that I get good seams on the edge, between them, I'm going to use the chopper, which I've used before. The outer edges here, I'm not too concerned about. It's brick wears.
Nice. Bilge.
Bilge says he's doing decals tonight also.
Sorry, Buck, it's decals. I'm sorry.
No, it's decal.
No, look, he's doing decals.
I know, Bilge. You're just poking fun. Wait, where's Bilge? Is he in Oz or over in the UK? I think he's in Oz, right?
No, Pete is Oz. So I don't think Bilge is inside
in Oz. I mean, in Australia. Where's Bilge? Where are you located, Bilge?
He's in Australia.
Yeah, that's what I meant. He's in Oz. So the UK, they say decals a lot, Bilge, and
yes.
I did it once or twice by accident, and a couple of my viewers were just like, "I love that you say decals," and it kind of just stuck in my ADHD brain, and I just kind of
I will do it either way, depending on the mood that strikes me. But the funny thing about the word decals is, having spent 16 years in Germany, when you say decal, what I think is beer coaster.
Is that German for beer coaster?
Yeah. There's square cardboard thing that they put your beer on.
I had no idea.
Yep. Those are decals, and one of the greatest drinking games over there is when you take a stack of them things, you see how big a stack you can flip over and catch. You set them on the edge of the table, you hit them with the tips of your fingers, and what you do is, if this was a full square, you're sitting on the edge of the table, you hit it with your fingers, and the motion flips it over like this, and you catch it.
Ah, okay. I'm Irish. We don't need any drinking games to drink. We just drink.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I used to be able to catch about 25 of them at one time.
Wait, a pile?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
It's only about that thick.
Reminds me of what was that thing? Pogs. What did we have?
Oh
For a
yeah,
while. Pogs.
yeah, Pogs.
Hey Paul, I'm not sure what Paul means. Thought Pete looked uncomfortable.
When you said that Bilge was in Oz.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh God. Oh Jesus. No. Normally, yeah, that's comedy gold right there. But I didn't even have any idea it was happening. Thanks, Paul.
Ian's a little slow. He didn't even catch on to his own blooper.
Sorry, Paul. It's Friday, and I actually had a very busy day at work. Normally, I'm just goofing off watching YouTube videos, but I actually had to work today, so I'm a little worn out. Oh, God.
I had a busy day too.
Yeah, government work. Okay. We need to address what Paul just said, Buck.
What about the Typhoon?
Yeah, that is an amazing fighter.
Wait. The Typhoon is an amazing fighter.
I love that thing. Who doesn't like the Eurofighter Typhoon?
The Eurofighter Typhoon I don't know about, but the Brits, I think it was the Typhoon, that the Brits, when they brought it to Belgium for TLP, it was really funny because we would watch them at night when we're closing up, when we're shutting down. The F-16s, we put the covers on, pitot covers, the probe covers on, close the canopy, put it to bed, we're done. The Brits were up on top of it, putting tarps over top of the canopies. And we're like, why? What? Why are you putting tarps over the canopies? They're like, in case, we're like, is there some super secret shit that's in the cockpit that you don't want spy satellites to get pictures of? And they said, nope, it leaks.
Oh, Jesus. Well, it was either the Eurofighter Typhoon or the French Rafale that during mock war games actually got a kill, I think, on an F-22 Raptor during a dogfight.
You want to know the best dogfight kill I've ever heard?
That must have been pretty recent.
Well, I mean, the F-22 has been around since, what, 97, 2000? It was flying around? Not that we knew about it.
But I listened to the Fighter Pilot podcast, and they did an interview with F-22 pilot about a year ago, and he said to date, no F-22 has been beaten.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Well, Ian, the best air-to-air kill that I've ever heard about was a Strike Eagle was killed by an aardvark.
Oh, no.
F-111?
Yeah.
Oh.
A Strike Eagle's an F-15.
That poor Eagle pilot is like living in shame for the rest of his life.
Well, you could almost say that the 111 cheated. They got low and fast using their terrain following, nape of the earth, 300 feet off the deck.
Yeah.
Well, F-15 couldn't go that low, so the F-15 is up high. Is up a little bit higher. The aardvark goes up over this rise, down into this valley, turns around at the bottom of the valley just in time. And the sad part was it was a gun kill.
Oh, that's even worse of an ego strike.
It was a gun kill because the aardvark turned around, and as the eagle came soaring up over the top of that rise, he just had a full-on picture of his belly.
Oh, that poor Eagle pilot. He's never going to live that down.
Nope. So let's catch up with chat. Bill says engine room plumbing is mostly all the same. Steam, all the same steam is coated with asbestos. Fuel oil is different color, and firefighting red just find the color photo of the steam engine room. And Pete says, "Get off me, Bilge."
Oh, Pete, I had no idea what he was saying before. I'm so sorry. Or what I said or implied.
And Steve said, busy day at the closet handing out keyboards. And Paul agrees with you. It was a Eurofighter that did that.
One of the Eurofighters during some friendly fire, training exercises, it nailed an F-22 Raptor hard.
Well, it may have been at the same thing that I saw the. Oh wait, it wasn't typhoons; it was tornadoes. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I love the tornado. What is it? The GR4 was the peak tornado, I think.
They still leak, but it was
okay.
They have in Europe. They have a NATO exercise called Tactical Leadership Program, where I want to say it's 11 nations are all flying and dogfighting together. They're in class during the morning. They go out and fly one sortie during the day. And then they come back and do class in the afternoon. Our pilots got to be known as the Fat Boys on one of my times up there because, well, that was the time that we had a F-16 incentive flight. So a maintainer was in the back. An F-16 went up on an incentive flight. The engine shelled, and the plane, they both ejected. The guys were both fine. The plane crashed into a golf course onto the green because they grounded the fleet of F-16s because they needed to find out what had happened with the engine. So we had just gotten up there, and our pilots every day went to the class. And when it came time that everybody went out and flew, they went to lunch because they couldn't fly their airplanes.
Oh, poor.
So the other pilots started calling them the Fat Boys.
It's a good story.
I had a lot of fun as a maintainer.
They probably got great service at the restaurant. All the other pilots weren't there. They were the only ones being served.
Well, it was actually the Belgian Chow Hall.
Ah. Still, same thing. Fewer patrons, same amount of servers, better service.
No, that's the thing is chow halls are a cafeteria style. You get your tray, you walk along, all that noise.
It is buffet style in the Army.
Yeah.
And there.
But I will tell you, the Belgian chow halls were really good.
Well, I wouldn't assume the American chow halls are the best.
No, actually, the best chow halls I've been to were at Cold Lake, Canada. And so that they could get away with not paying us per diem, they brought in American cooks. That's one of the funny things is they can force you when you go TDY to eat in the chow hall if there's an American working in that chow hall.
Huh. Interesting. No expense accounts, boys. We got a boy from Alabama making you cheeseburgers today.
Well, the Canadian chow hall had an soft ice cream maker out front where you could get all the ice cream you wanted. So Bill says, see that and raise you a Spitty taking out an ME-262.
True. Very true.
Spitfire and a Messerschmitt, I believe. And yes, Paul, we would call that a hole-in-one. And it was funny because I remember the kid's first name was Jason, and we were all kind of jealous because as far as a lot of us were concerned, he didn't get one incentive ride that day. He got 4. He got to go up in an airplane, in an F-16. He got to go up in a seat. Then he got to come down in a parachute, and then he got picked up by a helicopter. 4 things that you never do. And now Paul's coming back with, okay, Bilge, Hawker Sea Fury shooting down a MiG-15.
I'm not fully familiar with the Sea Fury. Was that some fixed wing, like straight wing, twin engine, old school, like wingtip tanked type of looking thing? The Sea Fury.
Let's see what the Google says. British
Yeah.
fighter aircraft designed and manufactured by Hawker, of course.
I'm picturing two engines on either side of the fuselage with the wings coming out of them with like tip tanks looking all bulbous.
Oh no, you're picturing too big an airplane.
Oh. A couple little tiny engines at the back bottom of the fuselage.
Oh no, not even tiny, not even too many engines.
Oh, just one. Jeez. Okay. Well, they have to ramp launch in the Royal Navy.
Well, this is a bit before our time.
Okay. Oh, prop driven. Okay.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. Spitfire style wings. Radial engine, it looks like.
That
Radial
shot
engine.
down a MiG-15. That's like a 111 shooting down a 15.
Well, didn't a prop plane in Korea shoot down a MiG?
I don't know.
It's like a Corsair, I think, took out a MiG or something, or some archaic World War II fighter took out a MiG over North Korea.
And Paul said prop-driven carrier-based fighter based on the Tempest.
That's the one. Okay, so you got the right picture there.
Yep. And Bilge said, fine, Messerschmitt 109, cutting the tail off of a B-17 with its prop server.
You know what they said then? They said,
"Oh,
nuts."
I don't remember the name of the general that said that. So, first prop plane to shoot down a MiG from Gordon. Hang on, because this is showing that how much AFN will teach you. So December 22nd, 1944, the Americans were surrounded. I'm going to do a quick synopsis, and basically they were going to get overrun by the Germans. There was nothing they could do. And Moore went back into the communication center where he briefed the rest of the division staff on the ongoing situation, telling them McAuliffe's remarks, which was, and he went, the guy had, the Germans had told them to surrender or die. And the General McAuliffe said, nuts. And the guy looked at him and he's like, sir? Basically, he's like, yeah, tell the Germans. My response is nuts.
I had no idea. We have many options for the too much light. Many options for the marking, but we have Acapulco. Denise, little trivia bit there. Denise is Andy Klein's wife, the owner of Andy Hobby Headquarters. He had that added to the decal sheet so that you could name your tank Denise. And there's Attila. Oh, this is not coming out well. It's too much light. Hold on. There we go. Any day now, camera. Come on. Okay, this ain't. I'm zoomed in too far for the autofocus to fully operate, but I went with Oh Nuts because I generally say things more explicative than that while building things.
So I went out on Google, and I just sent it out to everybody's channel. Sorry, Todd. But I went out and Google and found the story. If you want to read it, it actually is much more eloquent than I said it, but it is really cool. It's one of the coolest stories to come out of World War II.
That is a pretty cool story.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is I was skimming over it, and and when the guy showed up with the letter from the German commander, he said, the general said, "So they want to surrender?" You know, they're outgunned, outmanned, so they want to surrender.
Oh, Todd muted himself because
I've been on mute this whole time, didn't I? No,
well, your
I wanted
compressor makes a little noise.
Yeah, I wanted to make. I don't like these steam pipes silver. The little detail pipes and stuff, that's fine, but the catwalks were not silver. These big, huge, massive steam pipes were not silver. So, they're getting NATO black. Your favorite?
Yeah,
So
NATO
Gordon-
black is the best. We love NATO black here.
Gordon says,
I wanna-
watch Band of Brothers. It's in the miniseries. That is a good series.
Yeah, Band of Brothers was really good.
Bilge says,
I want to get a
Battle of the
T-shirt made
Bulge.
that says "NATO black is my primer." Like
Yeah,
that's a
only
total.
because you don't have that one black yet.
Well, no, but it's because it's a tank. It's a tank. It's an armor thing. Like, especially if you are a disciple of Andy. Apparently, I am. But NATO Black is the base coat for every piece of armor I build, and most everything else I build. To be honest with you, just NATO Black.
I'm a
That looks much more like an
modeler.
iron pipe. You know what I mean now?
Oh yeah, what color is that, Todd?
This is NATO black.
Oh, it looks fantastic. No wonder I like it.
I'm a bad modeler because sometimes I remember the primer.
If anybody is wondering about doing the Andes kit, and anybody's wondering about the quality of the Tacom water slide decals, these things are amazing. They are very resilient, easy to work with, and a 5-second dip in warm tap water, and they come right off the backing paper. They're amazing.
Are they as good as those ones that were on that Beechcraft?
I think these, in my opinion, these are the best water slides I have ever worked with on anything I've ever built. They're so compliant.
The ones on the Beechcraft went above and below the cockpit and did not break.
Well, that's impressive for sure. I mean, just not breaking is already like, a trophy for water slides, just not being brittle. If Gilly was on tonight, I'm sure he'd be commiserating about those old Coca-Cola decals on that awesome trailer he built. And he did an amazing job with them, but they sounded like they were a bit of a brittle nightmare.
The what was it? Was it A Creation that did the ones for the NX-01? I think it was.
Yes.
A Creation. Oh dear, I've heard bad things.
Those ones were, they were wallpaper decals, and they were good mostly. I had a few that broke, a small section that broke into 5 or 6 pieces, and I was actually able to put them together.
Well,
Although
I
do
heard
have to
somebody made a sarcastic post on one of my Facebook posts. They made a sarcastic reply. I was asking about the best masking set for the 350 scale Polar Lights Enterprise refit, and they said, "Hey, creation," and I was like, "Oh, do I do mask design or Aztec dummy or whatever?" And they said, "Hey, creation." Apparently, they already went out of business years ago. A creation. I'm sorry, Andy. How do you pronounce the nut? Pecan, or pecan? It's pecan. It's like peeing in a can. Open up a can of beans, dump the beans out, pee in the can. Pecan pie.
And if I remember this gentleman's name correctly, isn't it miso?
Masa.
I think it's Masa.
Masa, that's right.
Everybody kills your name, Masa. I'm so sorry. Welcome back to the stream, Masa. Oh God. Last week it was Eric.
Ian always tells us that that's your name.
It's okay. Decal. Andy Deckel. I'm sorry. DEK-KAL. Decal.
No,
I'm just messing with you, Andy.
Decal would be DECKLE.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You're correct, Buck. Again, I caught that decal phrasing from some UK modeler that was just once I heard decal, it just stuck in my ADHD little short-circuited brain. My wife has to live with this, guys. It's not easy for her. Very patient woman.
She told us.
Oh, God. You let her into the Discord? You weren't supposed to do that. I'm not Steve. Don't let my wife in the Discord.
My wife's in the Discord.
No, I think we should let her in. There's no telling what kind of stories she could tell.
Yeah, Andy, I used this. I did the circle. This is an old Helix circle template. Sorry, out of focus. There we go. Helix circle template I got from, like, I don't know, Office Depot or Staples or maybe some random art supply store years ago. And this 1-inch circle fit perfect over the road wheels, and this 1 1/8 circle fit perfect over the idlers. And I just put some masking tape around the circle cutout and just did one wheel at a time. And this worked great. That way I only had to mask one thing, and that's that. So this is what I do. But I'm lazy and I try to find shortcuts. Oh.
Nice.
Thanks,
and
Masa.
for Sherman. And greetings from Columbus, Georgia.
Hey, Tiger, thank you. Greetings from Atlanta.
Andy said, "Gotcha."
Yeah, the cutting out the circle in the painter's tape, Andy. It honestly is a great idea, especially if you're building a road wheel that doesn't line up with one of those like plastic circle templates. That's a fantastic. I've done that in the past for some Tamiya 1/16 scale tanks, and that I have used that technique. But luckily, this tank, these road wheels fit fairly neatly into my Imperial standard US inch measurement circle template. I want to try to find a circle template in metric because I think I heard that these road wheels are exactly 18 millimeters to the edge of the tire. It might actually work better. So,
well, another thing,
also,
something I've done before, I did it with the Jupiter locomotive when I built it years ago.
I thought you said that. I thought you were going to spaceships when you said Jupiter. I'm like, Jupiter 2?
Yeah.
No, but on that locomotive, it actually had templates that you put on a piece of cardboard, and then you just cut the circle.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Tiger Tank said, finally a local.
Hey, Tiger, we got another local in Georgia that's in the viewership here. Let me go back up to the top. That was Kenneth, and he's in Georgia. He disclosed his general city or region on another stream, but yeah, you're not the only one from Georgia here, buddy. Got you, me, and Kenneth.
Here it is. Something else in
Yeah,
there?
these decals are nice.
For cutting a circle?
Yeah, what you got?
This.
Oh, God. That old thing, I had one of those.
Still works.
The compass. Yeah, well, it's the old school compass, man. You can't go wrong.
Well, see, except for this isn't an old school compass. There's a blade on here.
Yeah, I had one of those when I used to race RC cars for cutting the wheel wells out on the Lexan bodies. They would have a dimple in the middle of the wheel well, and you would put the needle of the compass in the middle of that Lexan body dimple in the wheel well, slide the blade out to the edge of the wheel well, and then just back and forth, and you'd have a perfectly cut wheel well.
Well, when I use that thing, what I'll usually do is I will use it to just cut the top, score the top layer.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back with the X-Acto.
I had that exact compass, Buck. Like the exact same one I had probably 20 plus years ago when I was doing a lot of RC car racing.
You can't find it anymore?
I'm sure I could. I just don't necessarily have a need for it, I guess.
Don't be so sure.
Well, yeah, I'm sure if I had it, I'd use it for something.
Oh, and maybe I stole it from you.
Maybe you did, and my parents might have a case against you for child molestation. Because I mean, I was young when I had mine. I think I lost that thing before I was old enough to drink beer.
That's right. I forget. You're like, what, 40?
No, I'll be 44 this year.
Youngin.
Yep.
Yeah. You're a geezer, I guess, then, right? Stop by to say hi. Who is posting his Hobby Time modelers, Eric?
That would be Eric.
How is he's posting his Hobby Time modelers, but he's not on the actual Hobby Time modeler? I'm confused. So we're here, but we're not here?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's Eric.
My amazingly squeaky voice. You haven't heard my wife yet. If you think I'm squeaky. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. It's a beautiful kit. It's the kit's doing half the work here. It goes together so nicely.
So it's like a Tamiya kit.
It's better. Honestly, it's better. This is way better than any full option 16 scale Tamiya I think I've ever built, besides maybe the Centurion, but the Centurion was nowhere near as detailed.
Yeah, but aren't the Tamiya full option tanks RC tanks?
Yeah, they are RC, but they're also static models. They sell them as a static kit, and they sell them as an RC kit. So it's a model. It just happens to be an RC motorized, electronicalized 16 scale.
Electronicalized?
Yeah, that's my word.
That's
I made
a
it up.
technical term that only land technicians know.
Oh, no wonder my network doesn't work.
It's electronicalized. Come on, Todd. Get with the times.
Speaking of which, how is my stream? Because I'm wired now.
You look great. I mean, you don't look great. You look horrible, but your workbench looks really good.
Oh, good.
It's very sharp and covered in yellow and black paint and crappy newspaper flyers.
Best paint booth ever.
What's that airbrush stand you have?
This one here,
Yeah.
just designed to hold airbrushes.
Yeah, but where'd you get that?
Oh,
Was it
Amazon.
Badger?
Some cheap Amazon Chinese garbage. Works great.
Yeah, I just got a piece of Chinese Amazon garbage airbrush holder, and I'm not really happy with it. It doesn't hold the Pro Convoy very well with that trigger grip.
No, I do this is so I'll hang this in the trigger grip, and it holds it just fine.
Yeah, those are wider U shapes on that red part. Mine are very narrow on this thing that I got from Amazon. It's kind of sad.
So, Ian, who makes that kit?
This one, Andy's Hobby Headquarters, in collaboration with Tacom or Takem or Tacom. Listen, it's like saying pecan. Tacom.
And how pricey?
This kit is $139.99, and for what you're getting, it's a fantastic value. And they also just announced and opened for pre-order a Andy's Hobby Headquarters early Tiger 1 in 1/16 scale that looks ridiculously good. I've already pre-ordered it because, again, I drink the Kool-Aid of Andy's Hobby Headquarters, but it looks like a fantastic kit, and it's from Tacom as well, so it's going to be a nice kit. What do we got?
You answered Steve's question about where it came from. 78 models rule. Oh, okay. Now I was like, what? Oh, okay. Did you catch what Alex said?
I don't understand.
What year were you born?
79.
You were late.
Yeah, April 79, and it is 2022 in April.
What?
I was 43. April 18th. I'm
Okay.
an Aries.
Well, the reason I say, oh, good, is that the 3rd, the 6th, and the 10th are very important dates to me in April. My son, my wife, and my anniversary.
And now
And you
Andy's
didn't want me
birthday
to
is now your other date you have to remember.
Yeah,
It's
gotta
already
remember
hard
my
enough to
birthday now.
remember Eric's the 26th of February.
Oh, February. So close to Christmas. Growing up as a kid, all we hoped for was our birthday was as far away from Christmas as possible so that we would never get gypped.
Right.
Mine's right on top of Christmas. It's awesome.
Yeah, oh God, that's horrible. You get a really good Christmas gift, or you just get completely just.
No, I used to get
Jerked
they
on your
would
birthday.
tell me it was a bigger gift, and it was my Christmas and birthday present, and it really was crap because they spent all their money on everybody else for Christmas, so I got bupkis.
Yeah, that's why you don't want your birthday near Christmas. It's you just get screwed. Andy, I agree. For $139, it doesn't have a full interior, but it does have a full gun breech inside, and a few other little details inside there. Yeah, it's a really good value, I feel, compared to like a Tamiya static 1/16 scale. Those things are like, I don't know, $400, $600 sometimes. It's insane.
You know, I gotta admit, it's a little torturous having the Johnny 5 box in here.
Oh
So,
God!
Keep staring at
Andy
it.
said he's working on his now.
Good luck, Andy. It's a great kit.
And Tiger said that was going to be his next question. He loves Andy's Hobby Headquarters. And Andy
We all
said he graduated high school in 79 and he's got concert t-shirts older than Ian.
Andy. Okay, well, enjoy your first colostomy bag, I guess. I don't know. I'm a little tiny youngling here, I suppose.
I'm jealous of Andy because I graduated in 83. He's doing what I'm going to be doing in 4 years, or he has the option to retire.
Yes. Andy, old farts are much appreciated. You guys have more knowledge to forget than we have in our pinkies sometimes. So, you're a valuable part of the community.
Well, at this point, it's one of these. I've reached the point that I try not to learn anything anymore because then I have to wonder what I forgot.
Yeah, you only have so
Exactly.
much space. You got to forget things to remember stuff, Buck.
Yep.
Yeah, the human brain is basically a flash drive. You got to make room for new stuff at some point.
Unless you're Eric, then you're making room all the time.
Oh, jeez. Well, most of us are a 512 gigabyte flash drive. Some people are 64 gigs. It's okay.
Eric's 32.
Oh, fuck, I didn't say it. Oh, jeez.
I
Wow, that's
did.
not very nice. That's like saying Eric's a zip drive.
A zip drive was, oh, yeah, jeez. Well, the first zip drive was 100 megabytes. Okay, we're getting into IT now. I'm off duty. Leave me alone.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's like I said earlier on Discord. Somebody's got to do this, poke fun at Eric. It's my job.
I'm taking a break. You're so good at it, though.
I am.
I can sign off with confidence. Somebody's going to roast Eric.
So Andy said, I grew up in New Jersey, college in New York, saw Queen at Madison Square Garden in 77, Boston, the Stones unit. Oh,
God, I'm so jealous of Queen at the Garden. I saw Smashing Pumpkins at the Garden. But
Don't ever
dear
admit that
God,
to me ever again.
Queen. Holy crap.
Boston.
Mike is 512 megabytes.
Yeah, exactly. So Mike's got more than Eric.
The viewership is nerding out right now. Apparently, we got a few other IT-ish computer type minds in the group tonight. Okay, let's get this.
The only
in the right
reason
place.
I never ended up being IT because the guy who was doing our small computers before we had IT guys in the Air Force was going to recommend me because he knew I was, I was good at it. And then my airman ended up she turned out to be pregnant, so she got the job.
Oh, I had to give her the light duty.
Yeah. But unfair.
That's not fair. We can't get pregnant.
Yeah.
I know.
I have another question for Andy.
That feels like sexism, reverse sexism, I guess.
Absolutely.
No, yeah, I guess so. Andy, though,
Hey, she could have become the dorm manager.
Yeah. What is that, like the RA at a college?
Yeah, you mean the guy who takes care of the rooms?
Like, no. The RA is like the person who like keeps an eye on the college students that show up vomiting all over the lobby, and is like, "Go to your room. I won't tell anybody."
No. It depends on the context because the RA in the Air Force is the resource advisor. He's the guy who handles the money. In other words,
Gotcha.
me.
We got to get back into Mike's on a roll. Paul, Andy. I really want to know, Andy, at what age did you stop trusting your farts? Because at 43, I had to officially stop trusting a fart. You never know. And then you wake up in the morning, and normally it's like, I woke up, I got to pee. But now you wake up and you're like, oh, I got to do more than this. And then you sit down and nothing happens except number one. And you're like, why? It's just age. I don't know. And Paul, bourbon? No. Don't put bourbon in the conversation with me. We had a bad experience with that once on this channel.
Yeah,
I was.
Ian's no longer allowed to drink bourbon.
No, I'm not allowed on the live stream after any bourbon for good reason.
I'm drinking.
There's
bourbon.
a reason There's a reason I am the most idiotic modeling channel on YouTube, and not the most abusive modeling channel on YouTube, because I don't drink bourbon when I do my normal videos. And yeah, that night was a experiment that went horribly wrong. Not as bad as when we got what was it? Bombed by the dude with the really inappropriate material from the Indian continent area. That was rough. Who let him in anyway? It was probably Eric.
It was Todd.
Oh, Todd let him in?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Remember plugging IC memory chips into motherboards. 8086, 8088 days.
Oh, dear, Andy.
Hair holders?
Mike also had birthing people in there.
Yeah, I already showed that.
Yeah, Andy doesn't trust his farts, I guess. And Mike stopped trusting farts at 12 years old? That's amazing. That may be a medical condition, Mike. I don't know anyone under the age of 25 that was ever diagnosed with IBS, but you might want to see your gastroenterologist.
Don't remind me. I get to go see mine on the. Actually, I get to go see him on my birthday.
It's a beautiful day to get a what do you call it, with the camera in the
Colonoscopy.
a borescope
Home
in
movies.
the cylinder,
We
so
call
to
it
speak.
home movies.
Yeah, colonoscopy.
Yeah, we got a borescope. We got to borescope your rear cylinder, buddy. Make sure there's no scoring on the piston rings and cylinder there.
Well, my first one, because I am an at-risk type person, I was 45. And the bad part was, well, actually, it wasn't that bad because they put me to sleep for it. They scoped both ends at the same time.
Wait. They went in the front door and the back door at once?
Yep. As far as I know, I was asleep.
Oh. What else did they do? Oh, yeah, I don't want to know, actually, what they did to you.
Neither do I.
Was it at a VA medical center? Because if so, you might want to check for toothpicks.
No, actually, it was at a regular doctor.
Oh, okay. Well, you're probably okay then.
Maybe.
We have the country's most notoriously bad VA medical center here in Atlanta. It's about 2 miles from my house. And,
Wait. The most notoriously bad VA medical center is in Phoenix. That's the one that is killing people at.
Yeah, well, no. Look up Atlanta VA Medical Center. It's pretty horrific. It's bad.
So, Paul said the best way to do freehand camo schemes is after a third of a bottle of, I'm guessing, bourbon.
Probably. Paul, you know what? Yeah, if you want to have random patterns while airbrushing, bourbon's your drink of choice for sure.
Mike said things happen. I usually learn from my mistakes.
That's different than me. I've never learned from my mistakes. I keep making the same damn ones over and over. But at least I try to make them entertaining. What are we putting on now? Another decal. Decal. Okay, decal. Just to calm the masses.
You ever sanded cardboard?
No, but it sounds really abrasive. But Okay, nobody laughed.
No, but...
Come on, guys. That was good material right there. Thanks for the fake laugh, Donnie. I appreciate the support.
It's cold. There you go, Ian.
Go back to painting Nissan Altimas.
There you go, Ian.
Yeah, I tried and failed.
I already did that for 10 hours today. That was enough. Now I'm painting orcs.
Oh,
Donnie, is it frustrating that you paint Altimas that people are just going to crash nonstop constantly?
I don't care what they do with them. I get paid.
Yeah, it's called job security.
They crash if they buy a new one.
The
So,
amount of
Ian,
those
Paint
that
it again.
Alex has some good advice for you. Just relax.
there you go. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. Water slides make me a little nervous. These are really nice ones, but that's always like a nerve-wracking part of a build is the water slides. I never know what quality.
Well, I usually don't mind the decals on a newer kit. It's the older
yeah,
kits
this is-
that make you a little
But even a newly repopped older kit, like I have that round 2 350 refit Enterprise, and
Actually, I've not really heard a lot of bad stuff about those decals.
you haven't watched enough videos on YouTube. Clearly, they're horrible sometimes, depending on the age or randomness.
The ones you need to get to go with that, or no, it's the refit. Never mind. I was thinking the TOS because I got all the extra pieces for the TOS, including the rust ring decals.
Yeah, that's the Cartograph made a really nice set of water slides. But round 2, Polar Lights, whatever, is not using Cartograph anymore to make their water slides. And the new ones are apparently not that great, which is why I'm probably going to paint on my Aztecs.
The ones they made for the Vulcan shuttle were horrible.
Yeah, they're very. It's Polar Lights, round 2, whatever, AMT, whatever you want to call them. I don't know what they are anymore, but it's not Bandai or Tamiya or Takom are fantastic. Apparently, they're just garbage decals.
Well, I mean, most of round 2's decals are okay, but sometimes,
Yeah.
Sometimes they
But
miss
that old,
the mark.
I'm wondering how old that Coca-Cola trailer was that Gilly just built, because he had cracking in the decals, and I'm wondering if it was like a freshly reprinted model he was building or something that was, a decade plus old.
At least a few years old.
Well, a few years is one thing, but once you get over 10, 20 years old, it's kind of asking for trouble.
I don't think they were all that old, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, some companies just have bad decals.
Yeah, usually if I'm building a kit that's over about 5 years old, I'll clear coat the decals before I use them.
I got this stuff, this micro scale liquid decal film.
Yeah, that works
thin
good
it out
too. But
you thin it out a little bit and spray it over the sheet of decals, and it's supposed to toughen them up, basically.
Yeah, it does the same thing if you spray them with like an enamel clear coat.
Yeah, that would probably work as well. I've heard that
I always do.
I've heard this is the stuff used from not Boyd at Trekworks and not Phil from Sprueverse, but I think it was Matt's Model Shop on YouTube. One of the more infamous.
From that guy,
one of them. But he did one part of the Aztec decals and they fell apart, and then he remembered to use this stuff and he sprayed it on them, and then they just stayed together perfectly, so he can pull them off the backing paper without them snapping into a million shreds. But micro scale liquid decal film. Paul, micro scale film, decal film.
The worst decals I've ever seen were on the 196 Eagle.
Eagle 1 from Space.
From Space 1999. It's not the 14. It's not the what is it? 21 inch. It's the 12 inch.
Okay, the little one.
Yeah, that one actually. It was almost. Well, that one and actually the what is it? NSEA Protector from Galaxy Quest. Both of them had basically the same decals. That once you put them in the water, I literally had one of the NSEA Protectors decals. When I put it in the water, it was in the water for like 10 seconds. I took it out. I sat it on a paper towel, and it broke just sitting there.
Yeah. The decals in this kit, I have hot tap water in a Yeti cup, so it's like it's warm right now. It's not even hot anymore. 5 seconds in the warm water, and they're ready to slide off the backing paper. They're very quick. What do we got here? TOS Polo Lights Enterprise info. Yeah, definitely, Paul. Look into that microscale decal film. Masa Fireball Dragster from Atlantis, I'm assuming, and the decals are not bad. I don't know what the Fireball Dragster is. Does someone want to Google that?
I showed it last week.
Oh,
Hang on.
All right. Anything else?
Give me a second.
Todd's building another lovely tutorial page for his website there.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
I'm not taking any pictures. That's him clicking. I'm painting.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to figure out all these a million tiny little parts, what colors I should make, whatever, just for fun.
But you
There
can
you go,
see
Ian.
the engines, right, Todd? Oh, okay, that Fireball. That's a cool model. I'm assuming the flames, those are, and the 8-ball. Yeah, those are some pretty substantial size decals.
The 350 with Captain Pike on the box art.
What?
Hang on.
Is that the build, like choose your own story model where you have 3 different versions? You could build a pilot episode or something like that,
but
I
even
think.
that didn't have Captain Pike on it.
I think that's the 1000.
Well, Paul said 1350.
Hang on.
Have you all put together gear and cameras and mics you were using in the film? Andy, we've discussed our camera setups for a while. Once I showed up, I think after the guys invited me so graciously to Hobby Time Modelers, I use a Sony ZV-1 and the mic on the ZV-1 for live streaming, and I have a set of Bluetooth earbuds, and Todd upgraded to a ZV-1, and Donnie had a ZV-1 already.
No, I got one after you came on.
Oh, okay. So Donnie got the ZV-1. Todd has 2 ZV-1s because Todd's Todd, and he has to have 2 ZV-1s because he's super
Well,
Todd.
I couldn't. I didn't want both cameras on the same screen. I couldn't have them one being all weird.
Yeah,
Well,
and
I've
Buck has
got
a
ZV-1
collection.
these days.
Yeah, Buck's got a ZV-1 as well for his primary camera. So yeah, the ZV-1 is pretty. It's pretty damn awesome.
Yeah, 922 is a good one if you can't, for a standard camera, the Logitech 922, because the ZV-1 is very pricey.
It is.
And then I've got
it's coming down a bit, but
and then I've got
Paul
a
said he's got the.
microphone.
Did you see Paul? He's got the first pilot, second pilot production version kit. I didn't know.
So,
I know
Paul,
that kit, but I don't know. I didn't know Captain Pike was on the box art.
I didn't either.
Well, let me show you. The only one that I know that has Pike on it is this one.
Right.
That's
That's the disco prize.
that's a disco prize, but that's a small kit.
I know.
It's not real small, but it's not 350.
Well, compared to the 350, it's tiny.
So let me see. Let me just
Go to Cult TV Man shop. Track. Whenever I go to a modeling website, by the way, and I'm looking at a category of models, you know, they have sort new to old, sort low to high. I always sort high price to low price. That way I find the biggest kits first.
So what do you think about this?
Well, I'm looking at Cult TV, man. Huh. What's up, Todd?
What do you think about this information where PCT said the site will be live on the 10th?
Well, for anyone watching now that is was subscribed to an Eagle Moss artwork, that's amazing news because we can hopefully order the remaining parts for our Ecto ones or whatever else is we were building.
Yeah.
The Enterprise
I have
D.
the Triple E going on. The Enterprise, the Eleanor, and the Ecto 1.
Oh my God, yeah, and the Eleanor too, yeah. I was only doing the Ecto 1 and the DeLorean, and I ended up just buying an entire DeLorean from a Japanese auction with a buddy of mine helping out. But I want to finish my Ecto so bad.
Steve has one more camera than I do.
Steve's got one more camera than all of us put together, I think.
No, I have 6 cameras. 7 if I count the one that's upstairs.
But Steve's got nicer cameras.
Steve's cameras are about $3,500 each.
Yeah, Steve's got some pretty badass cameras.
Those things are insane. Yeah. So
yeah, Steve's got hardcore cameras. Like, yes, Paul, 30 inches long ish. Yep. It is a big model.
I'm not finding any of the 350s with Pike on the cover.
Well, no, I'm looking at the box art for the Polar Lights 350 TOS, and they have the first pilot, second pilot, and the regular TV series models. But it's all like spacey, galaxy kind of graphics behind them with a grid pattern. At least on Cult TV, man.
The one with Star Trek emblem on the front that's got Kirk and Spock in it.
No, but I think that's the refit, though, right?
No, that's the 350 TOS.
Oh, that's the 350 TOS without the options to build the pilot episode ones.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not sure. That's an interesting find. There's Kirk and Spock, and that's the reissue of the refit.
Actually, there's another one that's got the 350 at like a 45-degree angle on the cover that's got Kirk, Spock, and McCoy.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I don't know.
I've never
Maybe there's
seen
some
one
random
with
printing.
Pike.
Yeah, I'm looking at scale mates, and there isn't one with Pike on it.
Yeah, the lighting
Pike is
kit,
on the end of the box.
The lighting kit for the 350 has a picture of Kirk on it that's a very bad picture of Kirk. But I don't see one with Pike. Oh well, doesn't matter. Pike, he says Pike is on the end of the box. Side. He says Pike is on the side of the box.
That's funny. They've got an eagle in the Star Trek stuff on round 2.
They have a
It's
what?
got a what?
An eagle in and amongst the Star Trek stuff on round 2.
Stars, you know.
Hey, I'm wondering how many viewers do we have right now? Because
14.
Pete,
I think that might be a record.
that might be a record. I think Pete did really good the other day at Scale Modeling. He had like 32 or 33 of us on all at once.
Wow.
Or something like that. Yeah, I was watching live, and I thumbs up, and he was killing it the other day.
They only show the top, bottom, and 2 out of the 4 sides of the boxes. It has to be on one of the other sides.
Well, one of you should just go buy the kit, take a picture of the box art on all the sides so we can see Captain Pike, and then we can lay this to rest.
Okay, I nominate Ian.
Todd. Oh, no. Jinx. I nominated Todd.
Nope, it's too late. It's all you.
Todd, you
I'm
should
surprised
build
Buck
it.
doesn't already have one anyway.
TOS.
I see. That's the thing is, I do have one, and the one that I have is like initial, first issue from 2013. I don't need another one.
Why not? You have 2 of several other ones.
Not any of them that are that big.
Yeah, well, guys, I mean, honestly, I'm going to go through the psychological torture of building the refit pretty soon. Like, it's going to make this Sherman look like a walk in the park.
So, you know who Boyd is, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm very familiar with the famous Boyd.
Watch his 350, his Project 350 from about 10 years back.
I've watched all of his videos, Buck. Every single refit video he's ever made. I've spent days of my life.
The
He's a
thing is,
legend.
the refit is not the hardest kit.
The TOS is actually easier than the refit.
Yeah.
Not according to Boyd.
Yes, according to Boyd. He actually, in his latest build of the refit, he said he stopped taking commissions for the refit because it's so much work to build compared to the TOS or any other model. He stopped accepting commissions for the refit.
I think a lot of that, though, is not just because of building it, but because of lighting it and all that.
Well, it is lighting it, but that kit fits together for shit. To paraphrase and translate what Boyd basically said, when he said, I stopped taking commissions for the refit, he's like, it's just not worth it. It's too much work. It's not worth the time to I'd have to charge people so much money to build them a refit that it's not sustainable.
So, Paul,
look at his latest
I would be
video.
interested in seeing that picture. So, if you look in the description, there should be a link to our Discord, and if you join, we can actually let you join the stream as well, but we can get you on the regular Discord, and you can post the picture there.
There you go.
I think all of us would be interested to see that.
Yeah, Paul, I'm really curious now. You piqued my curiosity. What of Mark said?
I don't have a
Now we
350 TOS. I just have the refit.
Donnie, when are you building your refit, buddy?
Well, I started it about 5 years ago. I don't know when I'm going to finish it.
What? 5 years?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Ian, don't you know what channel this is?
I don't know. I can't imagine starting a kit and not finishing it in a half
Well,
a decade. It would drive me nuts. I have too much OCD.
HTM
Well, I normally
is
do,
also
but that
known
kit
as
just got on my nerves.
the modelers that never finish.
No,
Well,
that's
Donnie,
you, Buck.
I can imagine the kit would get on your nerves. I don't disagree with that. It sounds like an unnerving kit to build, which is why I'm so intimidated to build it. I fear that kit. I fear it. But I'm gonna build the damn thing. I don't care. I'm gonna get it
build
done.
it too. I just don't know when.
You've already started building it.
Yes, I
You
have.
should say, I'm going to finish it. I don't know when.
Well, okay, I'm gonna finish it. I don't know when.
Donnie, I think I want a firm commitment out of you tonight on when you're going to finish that refit. Because if I have mine done before yours,
You will probably.
I don't know. You're never going to live it down.
So,
yeah, I will, because I'm not
Ian?
worried about it.
Ian,
Oh,
this
hold on.
kit that I'm working on right now, the Dio,
Yeah.
the main kit, the Tram, I started in 2013.
No. Oh. Don't toy with my OCD. I honestly do have mental issues. That's just so triggering, it seems. I don't know why.
My Titanic has been going for 2 years.
The star is crooked. Oh no. Well,
Paul,
I mean, a part work build doesn't count. That a part work. Listen,
Hey,
it's not a
be
part work build.
careful.
a part work when it's Eagle Moss involved, you can delay a part work. It's okay. I give a pass on all part works because of unexpected bankruptcies.
Hold on. You're gonna make me break it out, aren't you?
Like if it takes Todd 2.5 years to finish an Enterprise D, we know why. Financial collapse of the provider of the parts. That's a valid excuse. It's not even an excuse. It's just a status update.
So, Paul,
Okay,
say
well,
something on Discord so that it know it's really you.
I claim mental collapse of the person building it is the reason I haven't finished mine then.
Well, you do work for Nissan, so.
Okay, Ian, this is 2 years
Yes.
old. This is not a part work. This is the trumpeter Titanic.
Oh, come on, man.
Matter
Killing
of
me.
fact,
Were you
if you
waiting
go
for the
back-
wood deck to show up?
No, it's got the wood deck on there. If you go
This is
back
just-
into my channel, into my stream, I've streamed. The last time I worked on that, I was streaming.
This is so alien and odd to me. I can't comprehend it.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to go find a bottle of gin after this feed to put myself to bed because my mind can't stop crossfiring. The combination of unfinished model kits out in the world, along with alcohol, ADHD, OCD, and hypertension is all going to... Yep,
Well,
yep. This
I'm
is why I
normally
screw
that
things
way.
up.
I normally finish every model I start, but that one just, I don't know. Buck makes fun of me because I finish everything.
The worst I've ever done is I built a set. There was a high-grade Gundam model, and it was something from, I think, Gundam Unicorn, and it was these like, it was a pair of high-grade, suits that you build up, and they were so horrible. But I finished building them. I just threw them back in the box and then tossed them in the closet. But I've never not finished a model kit, I don't think, ever.
Okay, so the next sound you will hear is going to be...
No. You
Ian's
trusting
head
a fart?
exploding.
Uh-oh. I'd rather trust a fart. No, Voyager!
Yep.
Yeah, that was
Donnie.
me and Eric and Buck and somebody else.
That was a whole group build that was supposed to happen, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a buddy build we were gonna do, and I'm the only one that finished it.
I was going to say, who all bailed on you?
Yeah.
It was 2 years ago, or was it 3?
Oh
I
Lord.
think it was 3 years ago.
Yeah, this summer it'll be 3.
Mike, poop and monkey with his hands over his mouth. And Lemur is not, if not touching the ears, Bennett.
I think he means if you haven't touched that model in years, to throw it away.
I agree.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Tiger tank, very true.
So,
I
Paul,
like how the theme of this episode is not trusting farts.
okay, so I see Paul on the Discord.
Oh, Paul's in the new member
On his
chat?
phone. Yes.
Okay.
So, Paul, I'm going to make you a full member.
Welcome to the club, Paul.
Welcome to the Madhouse.
Welcome to the Muppet Show.
Yes. And you should now be able to see the general chat. And if you post the pic in general, that's where that would be awesome.
Yeah. As far as Muppets go, would I be Gonzo or Animal? Depends on the amount of bourbon, I guess.
I think you would probably be Gonzo.
Yeah, see, that looks so much better. I love this NATO black, Ian. This stuff's great.
Yeah, I mean...
It's basically Tamiya's version of rubber black, and it looks great.
No, Tamiya makes rubber black.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, and Paul, if you see you're on your phone, if you have a camera, I can post a link so you can join the stream.
Hold on a second. Who wants NATO black? Here we go.
Ian, there's a comment on the screen for you.
Elmo. It's not a Muppet. That's Sesame Street. But Maria, you tickle Elmo. You stop tickle Elmo. It's
Not
age
that.
inappropriate.
Not
Is
that.
that enough NATO black? Yeah, tickle Elmo. I do a good Eric Cartman as well because I'm a fat ass.
You will trust my authority.
Yeah. That's my tasty cake. No, Starving Marvin, that's my papa. Bad Starving Marvin.
Yeah, you just got to be at least over 250 pounds, and you can do a really good Cartman if you're an Irish Jew from New York. Okay, let me put away my NATO black supplies. You get it when you can get it, and you buy as much as you can get. That's the trick with Tamiya NATO black lately, because there's so many paint shortages.
Not really that many.
Oh, Tamiya paint has been very spotty as far as inventory for the last 2 years. Ask any Hobbytown manager. They'll be like, we get it, and it's gone, and it's hard to get again.
I'm not driving that far.
Yeah,
Maybe it's just a Hobbytown problem.
No, I mean, even eBay, it's been kind of spotty. I've been buying NATO black from a hobby shop in Florida, from Burbank House of Hobbies. Great online shop. It's also a brick and mortar store out in California.
Yeah, I bought a
Burbank
lot of
House
stuff from them.
Yeah, Burbank is really good. Good service, reasonable shipping prices, good speed. They're nice peeps over there. But yeah, when you can get that NATO black from Tamiya, just buy twice as many as you think you'll need. Fozzie
So, Ian,
Bear.
I think there's a request on the screen for you.
Hold on.
For Cartman.
Waka waka.
No, Bad Kitty.
Any chance you use NATO black as your primer-ish? Andy, indeed, I do use NATO black as my primer on pretty much everything I build. Because then I go over the NATO black and do the highlight coat with flat white, and then I go over it with my color coat in light coats. so that you get like a naturally kind of weathered finish.
So what you're saying is you're like a real modeler.
No, I just that's the Andy Hobby Headquarters style of painting armor. Is NATO black base coat, then you do white in the centers of panels and areas where it may be sun beaten, and then you do your color over that in thin layers to build it up slowly.
The reason I say that, Ian, is because sometimes I remember to even primer.
Yeah, some things I use primer on before I do NATO black, but not frequently.
Well, like the part of the motor for the T1 that I showed you earlier.
Yeah.
There's no primer on that.
Yeah, you just went over with gloss black.
Yep.
Yeah, primer isn't always necessary. If you're using a good quality hobby paint and you have clean polystyrene, which is most kits these days, you don't need to wash them in the sink. Unlike polar lights, you still need to wash those in the sink with soap and water. You could just go right over the polystyrene with a good quality hobby paint, and they'll stick really well.
Would you say this is a good quality hobby paint?
Absolutely not.
That's what I used.
Well, you got lucky, I guess. Just like
Paul's
me.
like, this is too high tech.
Every idiot has his day.
I do. Undercarriage in that Easy 8 looks great.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a fantastic kit. It really came out nice. Pretty happy with these water slides are beautiful from Tacom.
Every time you say that, I think about sliding down a slide in a water park.
Well, true. Okay, fair enough. There was a water park in New Jersey, in northern New Jersey. If we have any people in the chat tonight that ever heard of Action Park in New Jersey, it had a nickname. Well, it had two nicknames. One nickname was Traction Park because you'd leave there in an ambulance. And the other nickname was Class Action Park because they were constantly being sued because of how many people died at this water park in northern New Jersey.
I didn't mean to laugh, but yeah. I've watched
it was the most dangerous water park in yeah, it was really bad. Let's see here. Acrylics need primer. Lemur, I generally agree, but Tamiya acrylic, NATO black, sticks to paint like the Dickens.
Yeah, that stuff shot perfectly. No problem.
Yeah, it's
None
amazing
of this
paint.
primered. I don't primer all this crap. I ain't got time for that.
Mike, you're ambitious. 1/16th, I could handle. 1/35th, I can't do. I just can't handle the tiny bits. I don't know. I have like pre-arthritis, I think, sort of. I can't do those little itty bitty 1/35th highly detailed armor kits. And Mike, oh my God, yikes. I'm not sure if it was Traction Park or something else ridiculous that this idiot has said right here, but idiot things happen at this screen name frequently.
To be honest, though, Ian, I will tell you, and Lemur, I agree that most of your acrylics do need primer, but so far I've had some pretty good success with the Revell paints.
Okay, I haven't tried their paint. All I know is to me acrylics stick incredibly well to plastic without primer.
And Mike said it was the park.
Yeah, Traction Park. It was literally the name. I mean, they built a water slide that broke people's spines.
Yes.
Like, it was just the Wild West in the 80s. They were just building these rides. People were dying. And they were like,
and
yeah,
people
whatever.
were getting back on them after people died.
Well, it got so bad that Action Park was located in Vernon, New Jersey, and there was so much bad press and there was so many ambulance visits that to appease the local township of Vernon, New Jersey, Action Park bought Vernon, New Jersey an entire new fleet of ambulances.
Sorry,
And,
can't help myself.
and it was just like, well, if you got to send them here 7 times a day, we'll just buy you 6 or 8 new ambulances. And then Vernon's like, oh, okay, no problem then. Thanks.
Yeah.
Search them on YouTube, though, everybody. Search Action Park on YouTube, and you will see the most horrific documentary of your lives.
I have
Is anyone
seen.
else hearing an echo?
Who's echoing? Somebody's echoing.
Someone's not me.
Shouldn't be me.
No, it was echoing bad when Ian was talking.
Hold
Huh.
on, let me get closer to
Somebody
the
had the
camera.
video playing.
Oh, that might have been it. It wasn't me. I don't play the YouTube video during the stream.
I'm using a headset, so.
It would be odd if I was to suddenly start echoing it at this point.
Maybe it was just a random glitch of the Matrix.
Maybe.
I'll be damned.
What?
Paul just posted on Discord no pizza. And then he posted a picture of the.
There's Pike.
Yeah.
It's on the side of the box. Okay. That's awesome, Paul. Is that the... Oh, it's the first pilot edition. That makes total sense.
No.
That they have Pike.
That's the one. If you look at the top of, you can see it on the top of the box. That's the one that we were all looking at. That's the newest repop.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense now.
It would have to be the newest one because that's Ansett Mount. Huh.
That almost looks like a picture of Pike from the disco box.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's Ansett Mount.
That's not Anson Mount.
Huh?
That's not Anson Mount.
That's not? It looks like him.
No.
No, that looks like the first Pike from like the actual OG Pike. To me, at least.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. All right. I'm just procrastinating now. All the decals are on, and I really don't want to
Jeffrey
paint my
Hunter,
stowage.
that's his name.
Ugh. Stowage. Good God.
Don't think of it as stowage, Ian. Think of it as the soldiers' goodies.
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. It's stowage.
That is
I was
very
trying
cool.
to help you out, Ian.
What happened?
I said I was trying to help you
the
out.
box.
I appreciate that, Donnie, but I got to paint my stowage. It's like, you know, taking out the garbage or doing the laundry. You just got to, sooner or later, do it.
Finishing the or the Voyager.
Zoom out a little here, I guess.
Sooner or later, you just got to do it.
Yeah. Stowage. The tank looks so nice. You think you're done, but you're never done.
You can be done at any point. All you gotta do is say, I'm done.
No, negative. Nope. Gotta do the stowage. All right. Wooden handles. I guess we'll do those first. Wood. And I think wood. Yeah.
Steve said he
Use
wants to
the
make to Action Park for a school trip.
Oh, Steve, yeah, you're in Jersey. You know about Traction Park. How many students made it back to school alive?
And Paul said, not so dumb after all. First Pike because Kirk was captain of the second pilot. So Kirk is on the other end of the bus, I guess.
Gotcha.
And Tiger, in the description to the stream, there should be a link to our Discord.
Yeah, click see more. I'm just shoveling my own bullshit here, trying to avoid painting stowage. There we go. Okay. What are we using? Got this. Model Air by Vallejo wood. I've got wood, guys. Check it out.
Again? Always on the stream, Ian.
This is the first time I've ever had wood on the stream. I've never shown my wood before. This is the first time I've shown my wood on the live stream, I promise you. This is a very nice paint. It's a good base for doing wood.
No, but you were here the last time wood was shown on the stream.
Hold on, I'm shaking my wood now. Bear with me, guys. I'm busy. Vote in the comments. Who's the biggest idiot here? If I don't win, it's rigged. My wrist is getting sore. I need to switch. I don't have enough forearm strength to shake my wood with one arm. Hey, Todd, we haven't seen really much happening there on your screen. What's going on, buddy?
I'm dealing with acrylic metallic paints. Have you ever done that? Oh, yeah.
They're fun. What paint you spraying?
This is Model Air Metallic Brass, bright brass.
So
yeah, that's true. Ian?
What? Yeah.
Bilge wins. Him pulling out his snake on the string beats your playing with your wood.
We bow to you, Bilge.
That's true. That's true.
Todd, I'd like to know, does the Model Air from Vallejo clog up your airbrush needle ever?
All the time. But usually it's because I'm not using their thinner and I try using alcohol or water.
But I have... What do I have?
I use water with just a touch of flow improver.
I have Vallejo airbrush thinner, and it never seems to... And I have the flow improver. And no matter what, it clogs up my airbrushes.
Yep.
Flow improver helps.
I just doesn't seem to help enough. I still end up with a clogged up airbrush. It's kind of annoying.
Well, and you have to shoot them at higher pressure, too.
Yeah, well, I could turn up my pressure a little, I guess.
Like, I can shoot to me at, like, 12 to 15
at a 50,
like a 50-50 or a 40-60 mix. But this stuff I have to shoot at, like, 25.
Yeah, I'll turn up to 25-30. Your wood needs a vortex mixer. Yeah, Lemur, I want one of those. They're like $100. And I got, full disclosure, I got enough gift cards for Christmas from the family, which was excessive, to buy the new Pro Convoy 290 for a little over $100. And I bought the Makita air compressor for about $200 and some 10-foot air hoses and a new pressure regulator that's up on the wall here, and a whole bunch of things. And I spent all my money. I have that vortex mixer in my wish list, and I'm just going to have to wait for, I guess, birthday gift cards in April.
That vortex mixer is the best $100 I've ever spent.
I know. I want one. I do, but I just put down $100 deposit to get a 1/6 scale Johnny 5, which one of us already has.
Brand new in the box right next to me.
Todd.
Well,
He's supposed
and he
to be
doesn't
doing
have
a
enough-
video on it.
if people stick around long enough, maybe I'll open at least the body.
Todd doesn't have time to unbox it before he flies on his vacation.
Don't be
Donnie,
jelly.
which one did you get?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I didn't get one.
Oh, I thought you. No, which vortex mixer?
Oh, I got the 4Es.
Is that the green thing that Barbados Rex got?
Yeah, except the one I got was blue.
Yeah. That's the one I got in my wish list. That looks really awesome.
Yeah, this
We'll
one.
see. Oh, okay. Because I'll have to tell you.
It weighs like 10 pounds. It feels like
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, I heard.
Because the one that I've got, this one,
Right?
if I remember right, the price was perfect. It was.
Oh, you got it for
$69.
free?
No, it was 69.
Oh, that's such a middle school joke right there. But yes.
No, it's a dad joke.
Oh, it's a dad joke now?
Yeah.
No, that's a middle school joke. I have to
thank
agree
you,
with
Donnie.
Ian on that one.
That's like Beavis and Butthead, you know, like.
He said 69.
That's cool.
69. Beavis. Yeah, no, definitely. Okay, let's.
Now Mike's
Check
got
out.
the mixer.
I use a jigsaw with a small clamp. Line hold balls. That's hardcore, Mike. That is definitely using a flamethrower to melt your ice on your driveway.
It works, though.
That
Well, yeah.
that will make paint that's dried out solid.
Actually, the Vortex mixer works better, but
Well, then the flamethrower on the driveway.
yeah.
You see,
I would
guys,
assume.
Alex likes my the cost for my vortex mixer.
It is a nice round number. I need to get my clippy sticks involved, I think.
Okay. Wow, I got to put stuff away because I got it out to trigger Ian's ADHD. Oh,
Hey.
and Ian, you're welcome. Glad to do that for you.
God, now this paint is just blowing everywhere. I got too much air pressure.
Let's trigger.
Control.
Listen. I'm just gonna let it coat dry.
Control
And
grass.
this Vallejo paint smells so sweet and delicious, but it
Try it.
sprays like utter garbage for me.
Well, if it smells so sweet
I don't
and
have that much
delicious,
trouble
try
with
it.
the
You tried
Vallejo
batteries.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Vallejo paints. I never have been.
I use them a lot.
They're great for brush painting. I use them mostly for brush painting, and they're fantastic at that. But as far as in the airbrush,
I like Reaper paints better for brush painting.
you have more brands of paint than I have excuses for not taking out the garbage, buddy. I've never heard of Reaper.
You've never heard of Reaper?
No.
I like Reaper.
Have you ever heard of celery soda?
I have.
Yeah, I heard about it a couple of streams ago.
Right.
Yeah, from me. No,
Right.
that was in the Discord. But
It was.
there's plenty of things some of us have never. Blowing bits of pieces everywhere.
So,
I don't
Donnie,
see celery soda being that popular though.
Well, it tastes like
Donnie?
ginger ale pretty much, but a little different.
Ian has forced me to bring this out.
Learn
There
to
you
paint
go.
kit. Core
Reaper
skills.
paint.
I should have used that sometime in the past because
Well, look at
never
what
really
it says
learned.
down here. What brand is that?
I don't. Reaper.
Yep.
All right. I don't know. I've been under a rock, I guess.
And these,
I probably know more brands of beer than you because I'm an alcoholic idiot, but I don't
Oh, I
know
wouldn't
Reaper
bet on
paint.
it.
I'm sorry.
I know the only brand of beer,
What? Budweiser or Miller Lite?
Guinness.
Oh. I only drink Guinness on St. Patrick's Day to keep up my Irish card.
As far as beer goes, Guinness is the only one I drink.
Guinness is actually a very low-calorie beer. Surprisingly light.
It's just the only one I like.
Okay, something
This
is going
burger.
wrong here today.
Bitburger.
That's a good beer,
I
too.
would love, huh?
Bitburger. A proper German beer.
Oh, absolutely.
You can find it sometimes in the States. It's not easy.
Yes, you can find an Americanized version of Bitburger, which means it's watered down.
No. There's a town in Georgia called Helen, Georgia. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours northeast of Atlanta. And it literally was built, it looks like it was built by Disney World. But it's a little Bavarian town, and they have the Oktoberfest there, and you get all the Wiener Schnitzel, and they have everybody in the Lederhosen, and there is a couple bars that have Bitburger on tap there. They ship it in from Germany.
Okay, because that I could buy, but Bitburger, depending on the bottle, you'll never find the actual bottles here because it comes in the Stubbies, which are little short, fat beers that are half a liter, and the Mortar Shells, which are a liter.
Yeah, I know I have seen it on tap, and I know I've had a couple of them.
Tastes like a bottle of bread.
Yeah, I know it's a thick, chewy beer.
Yeah, that's what
It
my
is.
wife says about Guinness.
I would never get a boot of Bitburger.
Oh, I would.
Like, I get a bit,
So-
and it's like, if I get a boot, it's like a Polaner or, a Warsteiner. Like, I can't.
Well,
Handle that
here's the
much.
question. Do you know how to drink from a boot?
Yes, I know how to. I've drinking from a boot. Do I know how to drink from it? I don't know if I know, but I've finished it multiple times.
Well, it's one of the things that you would see people in Germany, the Americans who have never drank a boot of beer before.
Well, not from a leather boot, from a glass boot
No,
shaped.
I'm talking glass boot because which way do you point the toe?
The toe goes up, in my opinion.
Nope. To the side.
Toe goes
So
down.
how often do you wear your beer?
No, I've drank from the boot. I start sideways sometimes, actually.
Well, see, that's the thing is the boot to drink from a boot of beer. It either the toe goes down or to the side, because if you drink with it up, as soon as the air can get into the toe, you're wearing half a beer.
It glugs out. Yeah, I start the boot sideways, but at one point I have it so vertical it doesn't matter which the hell way the toe is pointed because it's going in me. Period. That boot's going in my belly. Oh, my airbrush is now clogged, thanks to Vallejo. Even with a 0.5 needle. Yep. She's bound up like me eating a block of cheddar cheese.
Yep, my Grex.
There's no pain coming.
Drinking?
The Grex just clogged.
Yeah. Stupid
No,
Vallejo.
Well, I really have this problem with the metallics, so I'm now using
all
my
Vallejo is bad.
my Iowata, just my little Neo for the rest of the metallics here.
Nope. I've gotta dump some Mr. Color Thinner in here to just flush out the airbrush. This is, I swear this Vallejo paint is just the most cloggy crap I've ever used. People swear by it. I don't
have
disagree that
much
you love the
problem with
paint.
it.
Oh, Donnie, you must have you must be bringing home an HVLP gun from the Nissan factory, because
No, I just use my little posh.
well,
So you
look,
guys should take a look over on the Discord, because Chris just posted his last build, and that is sweet.
let me get over there. Oh my God! What? Oh wow! That tiger's looking awesome. That is a beautiful tiger.
Oh, that's nice.
Full
Oh,
interior.
that's funny.
That's awesome. Very nice build.
And that's an
Oh, it's so
Academy
nice to build what he said about you, Ian.
Oh, he says he did the Zimmer with a soldering iron.
Sure, you ain't female, and you can piss and moan. Oh, Jesus. Thanks, Bilge. I can barely even back flush this airbrush right now. It's so clogged.
Lemur says,
that
for
is
all
nice.
acrylics, dry the tip, pick it
Yeah,
away.
he actually used a soldering iron to engrave the Zimmer into it. That is cool.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah, that is cool.
Okay. All right. It's completely clogged. This is why I bought an ultrasonic cleaner, was AK Paints.
I thought you said
Vallejo,
it was,
sorry. The Vallejo. I have the Vallejo Mecha colors, and I was painting that Macross Valkyrie, and that thing completely clogged my airbrush, that Mecha White from Vallejo.
I will be right
I'm
back,
turning up
guys.
the
Old
pressure.
man break. Well, old man break, and all I've got left in my glass is ice.
Yeah, this is why I try to only hand paint this Vallejo stuff. Okay, the airbrush is officially freed up. Hey, Donnie, have you ever used Mr. Hobby color leveling thinner with Vallejo acrylics?
No, I haven't.
I wonder how that works.
Some people say it works great. Some people say don't ever do that. So I don't know.
That's
I
like
haven't
everything in
had
this
the nerve
hobby.
to try it yet.
It's like everything in this hobby. People are like, oh, that's horrible. Never do that. And then people are like, oh, I love it. It works fantastic. That's the only two opinions you get for anything in the hobby. Is like, oh, it works fantastic. Oh, never ever do it. It's pretty
I
funny
haven't
how
had
that
the nerve
happens.
to try it yet.
I don't care. This airbrush was $50. I'll piss in this thing and spray it. I don't give a crap. And I'm gonna pull this needle out just in case and take a look at it. Let's see how bad this thing is. Oh yeah, she's gooped up good. Ugh. All right. Oh, God, I hate airbrushing with Vallejo paint.
Come on. Apollo, come on.
Let's see what we get. Buck's talking to his dog?
Yeah.
My grandson's dog.
Okay.
When it comes to coming in here, he knows this is my room, and he stops at the threshold and he's like, "Are you sure, Dad? Can I come in?" He's waiting until I sit down because I'm moving back
What
and
a
forth
sweet
right now.
pupper.
No, he's a polar bear. practically. Okay, Apollo, come on. Come here, buddy. That's a good boy.
Jack is more like, is anybody looking? No? Cool, I'm going in.
So, there. That's Apollo.
What a cute puppy.
That's a lot of hair.
Yeah, there's like a 3-pound dog underneath that hair.
That'll clog up the condenser coil under your fridge in about a month.
It clogs everything.
That's a guaranteed refrigerator repair. If you don't keep up with the
Actually, it's been
maintenance.
pretty good that we haven't had much problem other than his hair all over the carpets.
And your mouth. And your bath
Yeah,
towel.
sometimes.
And your slippers.
And the funny thing
And all the-
is that dog's hair is about, it's that tall from the skin. But when one of the hairs comes off, it's about this long.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my daughter's got a half German Shepherd, half Blue Heeler, and that dog's hair goes everywhere. That's why I'll just stick to my pit bull.
Oh, cool. So we have another new member on the Discord. I believe it is Mike K. Yes.
Welcome, Mike.
He says, "Hi, I am Mike, and I primarily build armor." And his name is Sir Poops himself.
Sir Poops thyself. Mike, you win the Screen Name of the Year award from me, at least. You have my vote. Because you can't trust the fart either. Who else actually goes to work with a spare pair of boxer shorts in their backpack? Raise your hands.
Not me.
Just in case. Who carries baby wipes to work with them? Come on. Baby wipes are the best. Okay. I'm over self-deprecating now. Everyone knows I poop myself when I fart, and I bring baby wipes to work. Fantastic.
But thank you for sharing, Ian.
Well,
Yes, thank you.
on top of ADHD and obsessive compulsive disorder, I do have IBS as well. It's a wicked combination, I'll tell you. Okay, time to back flush.
It's called a shart, mate. That's from Bilge.
Yeah. Making my airbrush shard itself right now. Trying to get this
Much
paint
cleaner.
out of here. Vallejo devil paint. I hate you.
Paul said he
They
retired
make really
before the beer
good looking
bug
paint.
hit.
Oh yeah. Okay. More. Let's grab a Q-tip.
I hate when you open a bottle of craft paint and it looks like this.
What is that?
It's craft paint,
Yeah.
but it's
What?
old craft paint.
Oh, well, don't you have your vortex shaker? Or is that
Well,
Donnie?
I don't think when it's like that, it's pretty much not going to come back.
Well, is it acrylic?
Yeah.
I don't know. Throw some Mr. Hobby color leveling thinner in there and a ball bearing and let her rip. See what happens.
You're going to email me some?
You don't have any thinner?
Not Mr. Hobby. Actually, you know
No.
what?
Oh, come on. You don't have that?
Hang on.
Oh, you got the mixer, old school. There you go.
But
Oh, is that the Badger mixer?
yeah,
Or a Chinese knockoff.
I don't know. Mine says Badger.
Okay.
Ooh,
So it's still
big money,
Chinese. It's
big
just
money,
not a
big
knockoff.
money.
He spent $23.99 instead of $16.99. Everybody.
Yeah.
For the same mixer.
Actually, I paid like $13 for this thing 9 years ago.
That's old man energy right there. Ugh, I'm so disgusted with my stowage. I got wood paint all over stuff I didn't want wood paint on. Ah.
So Mike went to restart his phone.
Ian, so let me get this straight. OCD with ADHD. You have a condition where you can't concentrate on something you obsess over. It's sort of the opposite, actually. It's very similar, Steve. I obsess over stuff, yet I have trouble concentrating on it. Vice versa. Yeah, I guess you're right either way. Yeah, basically.
What do you think? Antique, old brass. It's one of the Oiler machines on the back of the engine.
Very nice.
It almost looks. It's awesome. It almost looks
Oh,
like
that looks cool.
too perfect, but it's very nice.
What
Yeah,
color did you say
I
that
like
was?
this. I start with a black, so I put NATO black on it first, and then just lightly cover the gold from a distance, and it just catches the high parts, and so it leaves all the. It's almost like weathering, so it leaves all the dark parts dark.
Do you have any?
Same thing with the throttle wheel, you know, so the between the spokes kind of stays black.
What I think the only thing I would add would be some of this AK streaking grime enamel stuff.
Well, I have a feeling that they would have kept the engines, you know, like this is just a regular brass wheel, but I think they would have kept the engines very clean, and it's maiden voyage, so it's not like the engine had a lot of time to get dirty.
Ah, very true. Good point. You're right.
So that's why I haven't been weathering a whole lot of things.
It's a very unsuccessful maiden voyage.
Yeah, but I'm done painting. That's good.
So based on the look of this paint, it got frozen.
Is it chunky?
Yep.
It probably did then.
So it's separated from the freezing?
It's some of it separated more. It's just solidified.
Oof.
It's more of a
Yikes.
glue than a paint.
That's not cool.
No.
All right. Well, I let my stowage dry. I guess I better clear coat my decals.
Oh, this is my favorite part.
All set to do the big lap. Then my parents' health got bad, so now I look after them and build models.
Oh, at least you get to build models.
Yeah.
My parents are visiting next week, and my dad is 83. He requires a walker now. My mom's 71, and she needs a cane. And we booked them first class on Delta with handicap service to their seat in the plane. And it's a nerve-wracking experience. We can't even have them stay at our house anymore. Even though we live in a ranch with no real staircases, they need a shower with like handrails and stuff. So we had to book them into the hotel around the corner so that they would have a shower that's ADA compliant for, you know, handicapped people. It's very stressful having frail, older parents.
You have to baby-proof your home almost.
Yeah, it's like living with Buck.
Yeah. So Gilly said $10.99 for his Badger mixer, which, you know, that's Canadian, so it was like $3. And Mike is back, and he has posted a couple pics over on Discord.
I'll check
Very
out
nice
the Discord
board.
in a sec. I'm a little preoccupied here with.
Todd's still big.
Oh, that looks good too.
I'm just airbrush cleaning. You don't need to be on me.
I am so sucking up way too many fumes right now from this Mr. Hobby Flat Clear. Holy crap. This stuff is stinky.
Well, at
Is it acrylic or is it black?
At least it's not the musty smell from the flood.
Hold on. I should have thought before I did this. Get the little respirator here. I'm just going to handhold this on the face for now. Oh, out of clear. I still get.
Much better. It's a nice thing about hobby or about craft paint.
Yeah, no fumes.
Well, not all that, but especially colors like white, you end up with 43 of them.
Yep.
How do you end up with 43 of them?
You buy lots of hobby paint over the years, or craft paint. Anytime you buy a set of craft paint, you can guarantee there's going to be a couple of whites in there.
There's jokes here, but I don't think they're appropriate. Oh. Clean out the airbrush time.
Did Ian just restrain himself?
Possibly.
I do believe so.
This
Did
goes
you
to
hurt
show
yourself,
that
Ian?
anything's possible.
Don't egg me on. I promised Todd I'd try, but you all need to. Don't poke the bear.
All I said is, did you hurt yourself?
Yes, that's exactly it. I've only killed about 5 million brain cells spraying this Mr. Hobby Super Clear without my respirator on for the first half of the session.
So
That was
you're
a
saying
horrible
you have
idea.
about 3 left.
You told me
Yes.
a couple weeks ago when I said I didn't use much lacquer paint because my air booth wasn't vented. Just spray it. That's what I do all the time.
No. I usually set up a box fan with a HEPA filter on it and a carbon filter to catch the VOCs. Plus, I wear a respirator.
But that's not what you told me.
No, because you work at Nissan already, painting freaking cars for a living. Your brain cells are gone. There's nothing left to save.
There's nothing
Truth
wrong
of
with
the
my
matter is,
brain
I think he's trying
cells.
to kill you, Donnie.
Wait, what were we talking about?
Donnie, there's nothing wrong with your remaining brain cells. Same here. You don't know what you're missing once it's gone. Is that a
I don't
correct
remember
quote?
missing anything.
That's what she said the next morning.
Right?
You know, speaking of paint booths,
How much garbage came out of that?
Ugh.
wow.
That just all that was came out of the nozzle opening.
It
Gross.
looks like a lemur pooped in your hand. After that lemur ate Taco Bell.
Now, speaking of paint booths, I saw one. It was actually on HPI Guy. I might have to replace one of my booths.
Which one?
There's one now out that it's got dual fans in the single booth.
Oh, that's what I got.
Dual fans, a little bit wider, and the thing that I loved was it vents up instead of back.
That's the one I've got.
Is that the
That's
metal
the
booth?
one that I bought that you said you had 2 of.
Okay,
But-
I thought you were buying the one with the single fan.
No, this one's got 2 fans and the vents on the top.
Is it lit?
Yeah,
It's lit AF.
How's that been working out for you?
it works good.
Cool. I might have to throw down, I think, what was it, $140?
It was, I think, 159 when I bought it. But that was like a year ago, 2 years ago,
Yeah.
whenever it was.
Does this AK paint ever dry?
It dries as
I mean,
fast as Molotov Chrome does.
Oh my god, it's so slow. Like, this is why I like Tamiya paint. It just dries instantly almost. It's
It's alcohol based.
yeah, it's AK paint.
Like if you use alcohol with Vallejo, and you'll be in trouble.
The Vallejo, yeah, you throw like Tamiya X20A and Vallejo, it turns into like mucilage. That's it.
I found that out the first time. I'm like, use my alcohol like I've always done because I've always used Tamiya. I put it in there, and I'm like, it turned into like chicken noodle soup. I'm like, whoa, there's a
Quaker instant oatmeal.
Yep,
coming up.
Immediately clumps up. I'm like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, no. One of the guys at my local hobby town, when I bought my first bottle of Vallejo or whatever it was, he was like, you need to buy their thinner. And I'm like, oh, really? He's like, I was like, I can't use like isopropyl or Tamiya X20. He's like, oh, no. And I'm like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, you
can use water
like,
in a pinch. I mean, it thins fine with water.
I
Straight
use
water, yeah.
and flow improver.
Yeah, I was told it would turn into like complete porridge, basically.
It does.
Ugh, no fun. All right. Well, while I'm waiting for my stowage handles to dry and they're super slow to dry, Vallejo paint, I guess I'll work on the 50 cal and start dry brushing this thing with a little bit of Tamiya dark iron. Dark iron. Dark iron. Is this thinned? Oh no, it's not thinned.
That's one of the things about a new spray booth that I'm thinking. I may set one up on the desk or on the table here rather than across the room.
Oh, or if you can vent it out a window, I guess.
That's how I've got mine.
And that's what I was about to say. Mine's not vented at all.
Well, you know what you get is you get the activated carbon pre-filters for like aquariums or HEPA filter or whatever. The cheapest activated carbon filter you can get, and like kind of fold it around the exhaust ports of your spray booth like a sock. Just wrap it around the exhaust tubes.
That's what Barbados Rex did in his last video when he was testing that spray booth.
Yeah,
that's actually what Chris from HPI guy said that he would think about too, is the exhaust, putting carbon filters over it.
Yeah, and it works because they really absorb and trap the VOCs very well.
I just ran mine out the window.
Well, if you don't have a window handy, it's kind of like, does anyone ever have a clothes dryer in their house where, you know, they had the indoor vent box thing sitting on the floor near the dryer? Same principle, but with a carbon filter. Write T on this so I know it's thinned.
I have got to get me a ultrasonic cleaner. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, they're fantastic. If you use Vallejo paint, you need to own an ultrasonic cleaner.
Yeah, I'm tired of cleaning this thing, like taking the needle, pulling the nozzles out, all that kind of stuff. I'm tired of doing all that every time I have to shoot metallics.
Well, you
know.
have to do that for an ultrasonic too.
You still have to take it apart.
No,
you don't have to take
I don't have
the
to. I don't have
nozzle
to. I don't have
out.
to dig in a nozzle with pipe cleaners and.
Well,
yeah.
no.
No, you just pull out the needle, throw the whole airbrush in there, and throw the needle in there. Clean the needle. That's easy to do by hand, but yeah, pull out the needle, throw the whole airbrush in, and just let it run for like a half an hour, and she's good to go. There's
Do not
Harbor
forget
Freight
to take
has
the
a-
air valve out.
Right.
No, you could leave the air valve in. I never take it out. You just use a little reg dab from Badger, a little bit of their airbrush lubricant on the plunger for the trigger and on the needle after you're
Badger
done.
juice.
Yeah, Badger juice. Reg
I use
dab.
it all the time.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yep.
I think my bottle
It
will
keeps your-
probably last me until I die.
You know, it works really good for when you're storing your airbrush from keeping it from sticking.
Yes, Reg
It's like,
dab is great
it's like
stuff.
a lubricant, like an oil lubricant or something. I don't know. It works really well.
It is a lubricant. It's not good. It's good for lubricating airbrushes, but not for other activities.
Okay.
Irritant. I found out
If
the
you
hard.
say so, Ian.
I'm an idiot. I find everything out the hard way, apparently.
Just look at his capacitors.
Oh, he brought up the capacitor. I did. Where are those things? They're here somewhere. Hold on. Let me find my butchered capacitor from the time machine.
This is how not to use an airbrush or a hot air
No,
gun?
this is how not to use a heat gun to dry your paint. I think it's in here.
Well, I was going to bring that up anyway. We haven't blamed Todd yet for IXO not posting anything.
Yes, it's my fault the website is not up. I told
It is.
IXO, you guys can all suck my balls and to, wait till the 10th.
Yeah.
No, I have no idea.
Everybody
They're-
thinks Todd is like the COO of like premium collectibles and IXO. It's hilarious.
I
Wait,
would
he's
be
not?
I
working
think
on.
Todd actually ran Eagle Moss.
I thought Todd worked for Eagle Moss for a minute.
I knew marketing people there. That's about it.
But Todd was
I
I
like
knew
the
more
social
people at
media
Eagle.
director.
I knew more people at Eagle Moss after they folded than before.
Yeah, that's apparent. You had all the exclusive interviews, Todd. You knew you had a connection.
Well, I just messaged Ben and said, "Hey, you want to do an interview?" And he's like, "Sure, if you want."
This brush
Oh,
isn't
look at
dry
that!
enough.
Yeah, look at that! That's a nice spray cone.
Yeah.
The search for the capacitors didn't last very long.
No, I couldn't find them. They're somewhere else. I don't know where they are, to be honest. I thought I had them handy, but I don't. It was just some leftover mods. Just dry brush on the 50.
Where's my reg dab, by the way?
Where's your reg dab? That damn reg dab, it just wanders off if you don't keep an eye on it.
Every time.
I have some right over here if you want to borrow it.
This stuff. They're needle juice.
Yeah, there you go. That's the good stuff.
All you got to do is put, and I'm serious, a little bit goes. I put in one drop. It goes
Yeah.
such a long way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's all it
that'll
takes.
put hair on your chest. Hey Todd,
So
try
where do you put
drinking
it?
a little bit of it.
Where do you put it, Todd?
You just run it. Just put it in the pot and just run it through the brush.
Todd puts it on a baby wipe and gently applies it to all the sensitive spots to avoid rash.
Wait a minute. I don't think Todd's the one who brings baby wipes to work.
I do. I have a pack that I keep at work. I have a pack in the backpack. I have baby wipes in the damn car. You can never trust a fart. You never know when you're going to have an accident. I have a bug out bag in my trunk. Not only does it have first aid supplies and a raincoat and a gas mask, it has baby wipes. Because in the apocalypse, people poop themselves pretty frequently.
Yeah, but in the apocalypse, I don't think they really care at that point.
And no, I mean you gotta deal with people. They don't want to smell the poo. There we go. Little. That
Gilly,
50 looks so
you're
much.
You're just no fun, Gilly.
Pass
Speaking
on
of
the
the
little
apocalypse-
balls. 32
I didn't say
minutes.
little.
Speaking of the apocalypse, I noticed that Netflix now has season 11 of The Walking Dead, and I thought they ended I thought they ended The Walking Dead at season 10.
No,
11's I think the last season, isn't it?
it was.
Yeah. It's a funny thing, I was a huge Walking Dead fan when I lived in New Jersey, and we moved to Atlanta. We did the Walking Dead tour down here. We went to Sonoy, Georgia, which was where the governor, whatever, he lived. And, we went to a lot of the shooting locations, the towns. I stopped watching the show after we moved here. Like, I think I stopped watching after, like, season 6-ish, maybe 7.
I watched it all the way to the end. Why not?
Even though I own a real firearm that was actually in The Walking Dead, like not a prop used gun, but like the same exact model gun. I have Maggie's Smith & Wesson M&P R8 357 Magnum 8-round revolver that was pretty prevalent at the end of season 5 near the fire truck with the redhead dude from the army. It was a black 357 Magnum revolver with like a tactical rail on it. I actually own that. And one of these days I'll get myself a nice Colt Python. But they're just so hideously overpriced still, even though they've re-released them.
So Chris asked if you know about the Armor Model Show in Milton, Florida in April.
No, I do not, Chris. I'm not aware of that. Where is Milton, Florida? Is that northern Florida or is that like South Florida? P talking any in.
Gilly
Yeah, Gilly
said that was 4.5 hours of his life he won't get back editing.
Sorry, Gil. Not my fault. Not my problem.
And Katrina said you need a raincoat and gas mask in the bathroom. What is going on in there?
Katrina, my bathroom is my wife and I do not share a bathroom, Katrina. She's a smart woman. She has her own bathroom. We wouldn't even share one of those fancy double super duper master bathrooms. If there's only a single toilet in the bathroom, she'll have her own bathroom. Yeah, the last thing you want to do is share a restroom.
Gilly said, "P-talk again."
Yeah, not bad aim, Paul. It's anti-personnel weaponry. Like area denial, artillery.
Shorts.
It's not a paveway. It's a
Chemical
cluster
warfare.
bomb. Yeah, it's taken out the entire runway in one bomb run. It's not going through the door of a bunker. It's the whole thing is uninhabitable.
And Chris said it's in the panhandle between Pensacola and Navarre Beach.
Okay. All right. Panhandle's not super far from me, but it's still like a good 4.5 hour drive, I'd say.
Yeah, Chris, go ahead and post the flyer on Discord.
Brownsteinian. Well, Stain is in the name already. I mean, Todd, what's going on there, buddy? How's your airbrush doing?
I finished one. I'm just now done with the other one. And then I got to clean up.
So, Ian, Mike said, so it's like the Moab?
Oh, totally a Moab. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. The only thing more dysfunctional than my brain is my digestive system. I'm a broken human. These models coming out looking halfway decent is the really the most positive outward public aspect of my life. Everything else is just a giant poop explosion.
It can't be that bad.
No, this is the only thing I do well at. I'm okay at my job, but other than that, yeah. Oh, look, workable tracks. They still move. Until they break. Which, if I push my luck, will happen. Okay, the 50 cal's been dry brushed with dark iron from Tamiya over burnt iron from Mr. Hobby.
So Gilly said, "Thanks, looking awesome." PITSTAIN. I mean, Ian.
PITSTAIN. Oh, Jesus, Gil. Thank you, Gil, and eat my butt.
I don't think he wants to. Not after your descriptions.
Oh no, it's like it's worse than Golden Corral down there most days. It's not pretty.
Well,
right.
Ian, at least for at home, I want to say one word that you should invest in. Bidet.
Oh no, I'm from the Bronx, man. I'm not sophisticated enough to use a bidet.
It's not hard. Just push a button.
No, it's just a water fountain shaped like a toilet. We don't know what to do with it. We're not. We're no. Can't handle the bidet. It's no. If anyone wants to know why I'm purposely mispronouncing bidet, you've never seen The Real Housewives of New Jersey, which I've been forced to watch against my will by my Italian wife that spent more than half her life growing up in New Jersey. There was this super, super ignorant woman on the show, and she goes, "What's this in the bathroom, honey?" He goes, It's a bidet." And she goes, "A bidet? What's a bidet?" And we're just smacking our heads. And as dumb as I am, I was even like, "It's a bidet. You sit on it and spray your butt with water like the French people do, and it cleans your tushy." I can't. I'm not. No. The first time I saw a bidet, honestly, I turned the knob and it sprayed me in the damn face. I'm not even kidding. I'm that dumb. I walked up to this thing. It looked like a toilet, but it was next to the toilet, but it didn't have a toilet seat. And I was like, "What's this?" And I turned the knob and it just right in the mouth practically. And I ran out of my wife's uncle's bathroom and I went, "Honey," and she goes, "Why are you so wet?" And I said, "I don't know. He has a toilet in his bathroom that flushes backwards. It sprayed me in the face. What the hell is that thing?" And his wife, my aunt, she comes out and she goes, "Ian, did you try to turn the knob on the bidet when you weren't sitting on it?" I'm like, "What do you mean sitting on it?" And everyone laughed heartily. I immediately pulled out my phone and started Googling things and found out what a bidet was that day. But I was, 26 years old when I discovered the bidet.
Well, see,
its function.
They make toilet seat bidets these days.
Okay. These were older Italian families in Long Island, and they had the hover bidet, apparently. You had to, like, just kind of, you knew where you were, I guess, and you practiced. It was kind of like, I've worked in factories where they had the emergency eye wash station if you got something in your face. It was like that, but it didn't give you any warning that it was going to just fire a stream of water into your face if the wrong end of your body was trying out this cleansing paraphernalia. Yes,
That's
I
too
did. I
funny.
shot myself in the face with bidet water. It was a learning experience for sure.
Well, see,
Well,
that's
I
funny
got the
because
orc finished.
Ian, I'll tell you right now, my wife wanted one when we were in California, so we got one. We have one on every toilet in the house now.
Yeah, I know that. My mother-in-law is a big bidet fan. Why not somebody big Donnie here? He's got his is it a troll or an orc?
It's an orc.
Orc.
It's a torque.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah.
by the way,
It's
so-
a trans orc, it's a torque. I identify as a machine gun.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
so
awesome,
Gilly
Donnie.
said it cleans it all, and Alex said that he's gonna pee. He's laughing so
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bud. It's a true story. I shot myself in the face with a bidet, but let's not take away from Donnie's friggin' ridiculously awesome Warhammer build. Dualies. He's got big southern energy there with the dually rear wheels. Oh, you got an open rear diff.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yep,
Orcs
it is
pretty
very
much
awesome.
just slam junk together and it works.
No, that's cool as hell, man. That thing looks sick.
Thank you.
I'm
I
a
just
big
need to get
Space
it put on the
Marines.
base now. Do
I
what?
like Space Marines a lot, but the kind of steampunky hot rod style of the orc stuff is pretty friggin' awesome.
Oh, I know. I love the orc stuff. I like the dwarf stuff too.
Dwarves, yeah.
Oh,
very-
yeah, yeah.
That stuff's
The
very
chat real quick.
steampunk.
Yeah. Did you see
Gilly
the
said that he wish he had
dwarven
one.
blimp thing that I built,
Huh?
That was awesome.
Ian?
I didn't catch the last line you said.
I said, did you see the dwarven blimp thing that I built? Ship?
I don't think so. No. You got that handy?
Yeah.
Whip it out, buddy.
Whoa.
No, you already did that.
I meant the blimp.
And the Baba Yaga's hut.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga's hut's cool.
So Gilly said he wishes he had one after he first used one in the 80s.
Where is
Holy
Gilly?
crap, that's awesome.
Oh, that was my favorite build at Donnie's, dude. That thing was sick.
Holy
Yes.
crap.
Paintwork on
Dude,
it is
that-
superb.
That airship is ridiculous.
Yeah, it came out nice.
That's sick.
Yeah, that's a dwarven airship from Warhammer.
Yeah, that's very cool. I hope my cousin from New York is watching this because he's a huge Warhammer fan. He paints a lot of the dwarf figures, and he does some work on like the beards, and he adds all the little bits of grass to the base of the figures.
Yeah, I do that too. But I
Like
never
he-
painted any Warhammer until I started doing commission painting. And then a guy wanted me to paint a bunch of Warhammer stuff, and I was like, hey, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. That airship that's one of the coolest things I've ever seen, honestly, Donnie. That's amazing.
Well, thank you.
So Chris said there's also an IPMS show in Jacksonville in February.
Yeah, we're told not to go to Jacksonville when we moved to Georgia. Something wrong with that town, apparently. I don't know.
I've been there. I didn't see anything wrong with it.
Jacksonville, Florida?
Did
Yeah.
you read
Were you
Bill Drat's comment?
I was TDY there.
When is a dwarf not a dwarf? When it's up Snow White's skirt, then it's a... Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. At least it wasn't me.
Right? Oh, my God.
This is why we can't wear things.
Gilly's laughing in between bites of bacon right now. Because
Yeah,
Model
he
Tank
eats a lot of
Guy...
bacon. And I thought that was an American thing, but apparently
No.
not.
No. Gilly, Model
No,
Tank Guy
bacon is universal.
He's 100% Canadian. He does not eat Canadian bacon. He is eating American-style pork belly, thick sliced bacon. If I ate that much bacon, I wouldn't even be here right now. I would be literally dead. This man has some sort of like super bacon tolerance. Like I have a tolerance for alcohol, I guess. I don't know, but it's inhuman.
Well, he said
Bacon is
he
good.
said be right back, and I'm guessing he's going to get bacon.
Yeah,
He's probably going to heat up some bacon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, BRB, when he says it, means bacon, right? Bacon.
Bacon or bacon.
Yeah, bacon or bacon.
Bacon.
He's
Real
that dog.
bacon.
He's that dog from the Beggin' Strips ad in the 80s.
Yeah.
What's in the bag?
I can't read.
It's
Ooh.
bacon.
Yes,
Bacon.
bacon. And my paint's still not dry. What the hell is going on? Vallejo, I hate you.
Vallejo shouldn't take that long to dry.
I put the Vallejo airbrush thinner in there, or flow improver, whatever the hell it is, and it's still
Well,
tacky.
The flow improver will slow the drying down some, but not that much. Not unless you put a lot in there.
Well, I put
you
a
have
little.
If you put like a third flow improver to 2/3 paint, then yeah, it'll take a while to dry.
No, I did like 10% flow improver, I think.
Yeah, it shouldn't take that long then.
Well, I don't know. Maybe my basement is still too moist.
That's
Right,
possible.
Todd?
Nighttime.
using that word
It's
now?
Okay, it's nighttime.
Moist. We can say moist. It's late enough.
You don't say that during the day, though. It's gross.
No, it also triggers my Warhammer building cousin's wife. She cannot take the word moist. She
Why?
recoils instantly if you say moist around her.
Why?
But they have it in cake commercials.
You know, she says, no. You say moist around her, she is not a happy camper. Not at all. No, sir. All right, what are we doing? Oh, beer's empty.
What?
So the
You
next
drank
time
all the
she
beer?
bakes a cake, Ian, you should tell her, this cake is very moist. I like it.
I've done that, and it did not work out well for me.
Wow.
I
Were
had
you
to
bleeding?
change my words. I had to say, this cake is very supple and tender. This cake is tender and supple and rich and
It's so-
velvety.
It's so firm.
This cake is as
Yeah.
supple as a 20-year-old breast. I mean,
Nope. Can't say moist. Sorry, not happening. Not around her.
There you go.
Can't do it.
I didn't say moist.
Oh, hey, look at that. Are those Lego people?
No, it looks
They
like,
look
you know,
like-
when you cut out the little angels out of paper and then unfold
It
it.
looks like little Lego men doing a line dance, Todd.
Line dancing
Is
Lego
that
men.
the Lego Rockettes
Yes.
from Radio City Music Hall? There you go. Look. Perfect.
So the engine columns are done. The engine base is done. All
Did
of
you
the
paint all
little,
that on the
all the
other
little
engine?
parts. All the little parts. We got brass bits and we got steam engine green bits. And then we got our brass engine
Never to be seen again.
and our wheels. So now I've removed all the masking tape. I want to get that off because I don't like leaving masking tape on.
Did you paint
too
those
long.
towers that color on the other engine?
What's that?
Did you paint those towers that color on the first engine?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shoot.
Bang.
Uh-oh.
I forgot to paint the flywheel. Damn it.
Oh.
Oh, back to the drawing board.
Son of a bees. I
Just
think I'm
said-
going to take a break. Let me reach into this box here.
Damn. The piece
Oh, we're
that you
gonna
gave
see
me
Johnny
is so
Five?
wet, is what Steve said.
Damp.
We'll do a little sneak preview. We'll take a look at one part of this.
Oh, come
Oh,
on, we
no,
gotta see
you're-
the whole robot. That's just wrong.
Steve,
late.
he's cutting open Johnny Five, Steve. Steve, pay attention. Johnny Five's coming out to play.
No,
gave me
a
is
piece
so wet.
of Johnny Five is coming out to play.
Well, a part of Johnny Five.
Yeah, no, this is I think just the central
Mike.
body.
This is Johnny Point Two.
Thanks
There's
for
his
hanging out
head.
with us, Mike K.
Here's his arm.
Yeah, right. Come on. Don't mess with us. Woo, baby.
Oh, that is sweet.
That's awesome. Oh, I can't wait for mine.
You can read that, by the way.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can read it on the video.
And so the arms and everything are put in with magnets, so it's posable.
That is nice.
Oh my God, Morgan did such a good job painting and finishing that.
I gotta get one of those.
Yeah, it's got a little red here. Maybe that's a little bit of his blood. You know, blood, sweat, and tears right there.
It's battery acid, Todd.
Yeah. Oh, this looks.
It was
fantastic.
blood. If you remember in Short Circuit 2, when his battery was leaking, it looked like blood coming out.
Yeah.
He wrapped the bandana around his abdomen.
I don't know how he painted all that.
My God, that man is a master. Well, he does a lot of prop builds, the guy that made this. He does a Predator mask with actual LEDs for the laser sight.
Can you read that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
50532.9. Correct?
Yep.
That is so cool.
So that's just the body. Dude, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, that's why me and Steve dropped our deposits down tonight with Morgan to get our Johnny Fives.
I definitely want to go farther, but I'll save it for the video.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it. I'm sorry. I had to. Couldn't help it.
Oh, that's going to be cool.
Masa, check out Johnny Five's torso. Katrina, look at this thing. Oh. Why is
And
there an echo?
it's decently heavy, too.
Well, I think it's a
Probably
solid.
Katrina.
It's a solid resin 3D print.
Yeah. I'm standing here beside myself. Yep. Oh, I can't wait. And it comes with three different heads, so you have the heads are interchangeable, so you can have them with three different looks. He has the toolkits, the bandana, the wheels, the tracks are all individual. My understanding. I mean, it's. Oh, I can't wait. This is gonna be great.
More input, Todd. More input. Need
More input.
Johnny Five is almost alive.
Yeah, almost alive. Here, we'll bring out. You can sit here, and that camera doesn't even see them all.
Thing is sick. Masa, if you are interested in Johnny Five, go to the Discord link in our description. And,
join Discord. There's a link to
join
Morgan.
the Discord. We'll give you the link to the guy who's making these. It's about a 2 to 5 month wait, depending on workload. And it's, I think about, for this 1/6 scale, for international customers with shipping, it's about $350.
Yeah. The guy's name is Morgan Levitt. The company is Macabre Custom Builds. He has
It's
an
macabre.
Instagram. He has a Facebook. This is fantastic. I can't wait.
Yeah,
to
the
put
guy
this
does
together.
amazing work.
And it's,
Wow.
everything's magnetic. Oh,
That's a trophy case piece right there, man.
oh yeah. And you know,
Yeah,
I
that's
wanted
going-
something like this. I still think they should have a part work. There should be a part work of this that's like 2 feet tall. You know. So
That would
what
be
is that?
awesome.
Maybe 1/3 scale or 1/2 scale, something like that. But There should be a part work for this. But I know the licensing is a pain in the butt, so.
So everybody, when me and Todd first got introduced, Todd stumbled on my YouTube channel somehow, and we started chatting. And we just ended up on the subject of, like, what part works need to happen in this world. And we both were like, Johnny 5, 1/3 to 1/2 scale, 2 to 3 foot tall.
Yep.
Lights and sounds, and maybe some head movements and art, something, whatever they could do.
They could easily do something in a half scale. They could have it. You could drive it around like a little tank. There's no reason that with the technology we have today, if this was 3 times bigger than it is now, that you couldn't have little motors in the arms, or at least in the hands, or in the head. Something. You know what I mean?
Well, there's a YouTube channel. If everybody here Googles, Johnny 5 replica, there's a YouTube channel that built a real replica.
Oh yeah, full size,
give or take. It was like $30,000 to $50,000 worth of build. They built a movie accurate Johnny 5 replica that did everything.
Yep.
Every eyebrow, servo motor, finger, actuator, tank treads, rolling.
Even if they did one that was just the head, how cool would that be? Like a 1-to-1 scale, though.
Yeah.
Like if you did a part work that was just the head, and it could look at you, and the eyebrows moved, and the eyes went in and out, and the iris is closed.
Well, the busts never do as well as a full build, full body build model, but I think a 1/3 scale part work that's a little over 2 feet tall, because Johnny 5 in the movie was probably like 7-8 feet tall if he reared up.
Yeah, I don't know how big he is.
Johnny 5, if
normally driving around,
if he stood up on his tracks and he elevated his spine and popped everything up as high as he could get, I think Johnny 5 was probably around 7+ feet tall. So, like, a 3rd scale build would be perfect. Like, what's R2-D2?
At full height, Johnny 5 was 6 feet tall.
Okay, so a half scale would be perfect then. 3 feet tall, like Terminator T-800. But I have a feeling
that'd be a really big. That'd be a big ass model. But I could see a 3rd.
Yeah, 3rd scale I think would be more realistic financially.
That's 2 feet, a foot, 2 foot tall. I mean, that'd be huge.
2 foot
tracks. The tracks would be this high off the ground. The tracks would be as high as this.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, God, I can't wait for my Johnny 5. I can't wait till Morgan's like, I need the remainder of the payment to ship your model, and I'm like,
but like I
no
said,
problem.
Today's what, the 5th? That I ordered on the 14th of November, so it took not even 2 months.
Morgan's a little more loaded now than he was back then as far as workload.
Well, he told me 2
to 5 months right now.
I want to put his arms on, and I want to put his head on.
Well, Todd, do whatever you want, man. It's like, I'll still do an unboxing video because, I'm not packing to go on an exotic trip ever.
Well, here's another little package. You want to see what's in here? Let's see what's in here.
Oh, this is it. Peer pressure is going to crush Todd. Let's unbox the whole thing. Just put them together, buddy.
Yeah, I can stage the unboxing video. Everybody that's on the video, everybody that's on this stream gets a sneak preview.
Okay, stage the sucker. Let's see her. Break out, Johnny. More input. What are you unboxing now?
It's like an accessories bag, I think.
Okay.
So this has his bandana from the second movie.
Ooh, nice.
That's really nice.
No disassemble. Johnny 5, no more laser.
It has the my title card, which is backlit.
Sick.
So it's
That's awesome.
Macabre Custom Builds, number 10. And he designed this. Let me switch to my other camera. He designed this to be see-through.
Yeah, what do they call that technique of 3D printing again?
Photolithography or something, I think he called it.
Yes. That's so cool.
So you can see the lightning bolt coming down and hitting him.
You've got number 10.
Number 10. Number 10, and then this is his front panel.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's sick.
Nice.
So that goes this way. So that would fit here. Just like that.
Oh.
And then this is his lower panel.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So that just sits here.
Is that magnetic?
That's part's not, no. We have this thing, which I have no idea what this is.
That might be the holder for his accessory, tool thing.
Oh, we have his back wheel.
Oh, that looks good. That rear tire looks so nice.
So that would go under here.
Hey, Sam. Guess what you're seeing, Sam? You're seeing Johnny 5.
So there's his back wheel.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, the wheels turn.
Oh my God.
So this looks like the same thing. Maybe it's a stand for something else. Looks like a different part maybe to go up in there for something else with magnetic. I don't know what that would be. Are these
Possibly.
magnetic? Oh, wait.
Oh no, it might be an elevated axle.
No, the wheels are
It's
magnetic.
a longer
Look at that.
axle. Yeah, put
They're
it on
magnetic.
that longer part.
Oh, you can make him stand up taller, I bet you. It's longer.
Yeah. It's a
So
longer
you
rear
can
axle.
take the wheels off, they're magnetic, and put them on this thing and make him stand up taller
Yeah.
because it's a
That's
little longer shaft. Okay. It's good to know.
Gilly, come here. It's his shaft.
We have, so we'll put that back. Oh, this little panel fell off. Put that back on there.
Okay, so that's not magnetic. It just kind of snap fit gently.
Yeah, it just sits in there. We have his umbrella.
That's cool. That's from Short Circuit 2, everybody.
Yes, that is definitely from the second movie.
Yes. As is the bandana from when he was in Montana.
Gilly said to stop playing with his shaft.
Oh, Gil.
All right, we have a huge box.
Oh, here we go. Oh, this is exciting. Todd is unfurling more of Johnny 5, everybody.
This is very cool. I do have to admit, this thing is sick.
No one's disagreeing with you, Todd. This thing is amazing.
The guy was actually, he's really good about, he'll send you pictures of the build as it's being done. So he'll give you like progress reports. So it's kind of nice.
Wow.
What do we have in here?
This is nerdroticism right here.
This is, wheels, arms.
Oh! God. Wow.
So that's his track
Oh,
system.
that is cool.
So those are not individual links. Those are printed.
Yeah.
As part of the piece. So
that is awesome, though. I'm okay with it not moving. It looks amazing.
It does.
So this would sit this way, right?
Yeah. The shield in the front. Oh no, shield in the back actually.
Yeah, shield in the back.
Yeah, the
So
tracks
just
were
like this.
exposed in the front.
There you go.
Oh, it looks
And
so cool.
That just popped right on with a magnet. And then
And they have toothed holes, so you could like angle them if you want to stand them up.
yep. So you could stand them up.
That's awesome.
Go back to this camera, so you can stand them up if you wanted to. So these rotate.
Oh,
So there he is standing.
damn it! That is awesome.
Oh.
Listen,
All right.
Todd, you need to show this thing to like Agora models and Fan Home and everybody. Like they got to do this.
Here's the arm.
Oh,
Left arm.
Oh, the fingers are perfect.
They're posable.
Oh,
There's
the
little
finger
tiny
joints
bolts in here, so you can pose the fingers, so you can grab onto
are.
something.
Oh,
And I believe you can turn this wrist. Not sure, but
Liam are crazy. Indeed,
I do know that
So good.
the arm does the arm rotates. So you can rotate this. So and that just pops right on there. So we can
Oh,
rotate
the
this.
magnets are a nice touch.
There's his arm.
That is cool.
Can he finger paint? That's the real question.
Right?
I see a butterfly.
And then here's his other arm. Very similar.
Ah.
Also,
Can he put his own replacement arm on, like in the movie From the Back of the Van from Nova Robotics?
I don't know. Oh, yep, his wrist does turn, so he can hold a nice cold beer. His wrist does turn. That's good.
This is one of the best things I've seen on the internet in the last year.
And then this is his toolbox.
Yep.
And it does open, because I saw somebody else do this. It does open. Let me see if I can get it open without breaking anything.
Nice software. Lemur, you're awesome.
Yep. So this slides out just like in the movie. It slides out, and it has his little tools on it.
Can he mix pancake batter with that?
Right?
Yeah. Just don't ask him to cook hash browns. He forgets to take them out of the cardboard box.
And if I remember correctly, that just sits kind of like right here, doesn't it? It's like this.
Steve, absolutely. Steve, if I get my Johnny 5 before yours, or you get yours before mine, one of us has to bring Johnny 5 to Wonderfest, because Todd's flying. What do you got, Todd? What's that?
I don't know what this is. It looks like a piston maybe for back here, but I don't see where it would go. There is a hole back here, because Johnny 5 normally had a piston that went right here to control his up and down.
Maybe
so
that's
I'm not
it.
sure
Yeah.
where this goes just yet. But I have another box just like this, so nothing else in there.
This thing needs to go to Wonderfest, Todd. Like one of us has to bring one to Wonderfest.
Oh, I could probably do
and
that.
I think, well, I mean, if you're comfortable with that. Otherwise, I'm driving to Wonderfest. I don't know how Steve. I'm assuming Steve's probably gonna fly, but one of us definitely needs to bring this thing, and at the very least, show it to maybe somebody from a part work company.
Hey, well, I wonder who's going to be there except Agora.
Nah, eh.
All
maybe
right, so
ply them with a few cocktails and show them Johnny 5.
A nice close-up. We'll go back up here.
Okay, Steve's driving just like me, so...
Oh, see? You should take yours to... Oh, we should bring all of them.
Oh, my God, Steve. Dude, me, you, and Todd all bring Johnny 5 to Wonderfest and set him up for Agora.
All right, so do we want to give him the laser gun from the first movie?
See, this is the only question I have. The laser gun, in my mind, doesn't look the same as the laser gun from the movie.
Yeah, if you remember, the laser gun in the movie came to a point and just had a line. Remember?
Yeah, it was a very thin point. Very there was no
point,
blue.
And then the little thing moved back and forth, and then a laser came out. So this definitely looks a little different than the movie.
Very different, in my opinion. That's the only part.
And that should be over his left shoulder, but I'm not sure. It looks like maybe there's some part that we have to add. We'll see here.
Yeah, that's the only part.
Instead of that, we can also do the toolbox.
Well, the toolbox looks perfect for the movie.
Yep, and it does have the little smiley face on the back.
Steve is requiring for you to keep going. We need head.
Well, you're going to get all the head you can extend. You're going to get head 3 times, Steve.
And Masa is just eating this up.
There's the toolbox. The toolbox does open with a magnetic closure. Has the
where's the plunger cannon?
So that's the toolbox.
I call the Johnny 5 plunger cannon the Super Mario Brothers Batman grappling hook.
So here's the arm for the weapon.
Ah, there it is. Okay.
So that, I assume, would go somewhere. Oh, there it goes right there. Let me switch back to this camera. So that attaches here.
Okay.
And
nice.
And there's a magnet at the top to hold it in place, and there's his gun. Oh, I'm going to back this up again.
I'm still the only part that I find off is the laser.
Well,
unit.
I just looked at a picture of it from the movie, and it does come down to the point, but it does have the blue on it.
Yeah, but it's a much squarer, flatter point. Like,
yeah.
So Lemur
it's
asked
a more
if the tracks
pinched.
work, and if I remember right, you said 3D printed, right? And
This
don't
is
work.
all, but this is all 3D printed. Yeah,
All of that.
it's all resin.
yeah.
It's all resin. This is all resin work.
Right, but the tracks don't work.
No, that's correct.
No, the tracks are not movable, Lemur.
But there's a magnet there, so you can fold this down. You can fold it up.
Oh my God, Steve's got a good idea. If we all bring our Johnny Fives to Wonderfest, we can each put a different head on each one.
The Three Stooges.
Yeah. Oh well, no, that's a different scene in the movie. We're gonna.
No, I know, but how cool would that be? So we can also put the toolbox here. How cool would that be if you got all three heads and they were all posed based on their what faces? So we'll get to the faces here in a sec. So that's the laser
Steve's
gun.
got a great idea going.
That's perfect. I love it. What do we got? All right. So his first head is a look of surprise.
By the way, Todd, we've gone from 16 to 19 watchers since you started unboxing this.
Well,
That is cool.
I think you just keep saying Johnny Five, and like we're getting algorithm.
how cool is that? Now, my understanding is that the top, they don't move. You can't move these, but I think the bottom ones move. I'm not sure.
I wouldn't try to move them.
Everything everything feels. You know what's really great is these are glued, so don't move them.
Don't
what's
move
really
those.
great it is I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but he filled these eyes with resin, and so they're reflective.
Oh, that's nice. I
Yeah,
see
you
it.
don't see
I
it.
see. I see
I
the
don't know if you can see
reflection.
I don't know if you can see the light, my upper lights reflecting at it, but
Yeah, you can.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I'm
filled with
watching
resin.
on-
They're extremely glossy. So
I'm
that's
watching on a 42-inch screen. I can see all that detail. That's amazing.
so that's the normal face. So we and it just pops right on because that's his. They're magnetic. Tilt that up so he's up there. So that's his first head. So we'll put that down.
I call
here.
that the innocent, inquisitive Johnny Five face.
Yeah. The sad Johnny Five.
Yeah. Aw. Wah wah.
No, no disassemble.
Oh, butterfly disassemble?
So
No
the
disassemble.
rest of the head is the same. This is all about just different eyelid positions. Still got
Yeah,
the glossy eyes in there,
God,
and it
this
literally
is
looks like
nice.
you can see down inside the eyes. I don't know if it's paint or it's an actual hole, but it looks fantastic.
Oh,
Love it.
wow. Wow.
Okay, and then the final head,
Ooh, my favorite.
angry head.
No, disassemble Stephanie. No.
A laser lips. Your mama's a snowblower.
The best line in the movie.
So there's him with his red eyes. Oh,
Oh my God, that is amazing, man. I mean, Jesus.
I don't know.
and
that.
I definitely think we should definitely have all three of them next to each other with the three
Oh,
different
yeah.
heads on them.
Oh, for sure.
And these are heavy too. I'm really surprised. So
Well, they're solid resin, buddy.
yeah, I know. It's so we're gonna put his happy face on there, and then
Yeah,
I'll back this up
the
again. I don't
happy
know.
inquisitive.
This feels like it should go right here, but I'm not positive. I don't know where this is. I don't know what this is. or
No,
where it
I
goes.
think you're right. There's no instructions.
No, and there's
Which
a
isn't-
pinhole. There's a hole in it, and there's a hole back here with a pinhole in it. But I don't know if that's just a drain hole for the resin or what. But
Well, you might need to keep digging through the box.
yeah, I don't know.
There
if
might
he
be
has-
something like a hinge
Yeah,
pin.
there might be instructions in the bottom or something. But in the meantime, what I'll do is we'll put this box back on the floor,
Oh my God, Johnny Five is amazing, Todd.
and we'll back this up so you guys can see him.
That is
Oh,
so
God.
awesome.
Oh, he looks amazing. Oh. I forgive the laser kind of not being the shape I expected from the movie, like the tip of the laser cannon, but that thing is utterly fantastic.
I absolutely love it. Let me look in the box, make sure there's nothing else.
Oh. Sam, we all agree with you. Everybody loves Johnny Five. Like, he was the most lovable sci-fi character of the 80s, period, I think. I don't think any other character is more loved as far as a fictional sci-fi robotic thing. Like, if a bus was about to run over Johnny Five, C-3PO, and R2-D2, I would push Johnny Five out of the way and sacrifice my life. Johnny Five's the best. And he holds his poses nice. You're not going to play with this like a Marvel Legends figure. But
oh, his elbows are keyed. Oh, I love it.
Oh, that's awesome. Now he needs to do a Borg. Okay, Steve, Morgan can do anything you're willing to pay for, apparently. Because
that's true. You know,
Johnny
he's doing a full size Predator mask now.
He already did it. I saw the pictures. He sent me them. It's amazing. Hand painted. By the way, Johnny Five is not airbrushed. Did you know that, Todd?
This one?
Morgan does not own an airbrush. Morgan only hand paints.
He hand painted this whole thing? You're insane.
He hand painted all of it. I was chatting with him extensively tonight, and he
don't
told
see
me
brush marks.
No, he said he not only does he not airbrush anything and only hand paints it, he does not even own an airbrush. I can send you a screenshot if you don't believe me.
Oh,
He did a heck of a job then.
Yeah, this is hand painted.
I love the posability too. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, I see. If you put the other wheels on, his body is much more vertical. If you put the taller post on the back, he'll stand up much more vertical. So his head his head is level.
Throw on the taller post.
So let's pull this out.
And everybody else, yes. Todd's arm hair is as soft and supple as it looks. It's like an alpaca.
Yeah, so if you put that tall wheel, which isn't necessarily movie accurate, his head is now level. See?
Yeah.
This is too tall, but that's okay. You can turn it around.
It's awesome.
So it's like that, you know. Yeah.
It's perfect.
Oh. He did such a good job. Oh, can't get over how good of a job he did. I just wish I knew what that piston was for.
I think it's probably where you think it's for.
Yeah, because there's a connector down here that's molded in, and I believe that used to go up. There should be a shaft, I think, on the.
Yeah,
it's
got to go there.
There was a shaft here, but this is molded in facing flat, so this is not. There's no way that can move.
It's got to go somewhere in the back there because that's how he reared his body up from the back of the lower chassis, I think, was the piston.
But here what I'll do is...
I would just message Morgan and ask him where the hell the piston goes.
We'll get in here and look around.
God, that head is good. Oh no, Nova! Run!
And there's like weathering on the treads.
So nice.
But well, see,
Todd
what I mean about this piston is fixed and it's facing this, so it's not like it could be tilted up and
Well, what's
and
that
ran
little
up-
hole there at the bottom of his center?
Yeah, that's what I
torso
mean. There's a
area?
hole here, and inside this, there's a hole at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it. There's a hole at the bottom of that too.
Yeah.
Like maybe
You see it.
it's supposed to fit right here, but I don't know how you're supposed to connect it. But it's got his back panel.
Well, Johnny 5 has taken over the Hobby Time Modelers build stream for the night, and we're all happy.
Good night,
Oh,
Katrina.
Katri- This thing is so awesome. Hand weapon? I don't think so. No, Bilge, I'm sorry. I think that piston honestly
No,
belongs
it
right
doesn't.
where
It
we think
doesn't
it
go
belongs.
on the back. Because I'm looking at pictures on his website.
So
What do
you
you think,
can.
Donnie?
Are you looking to see where it is?
I was trying to, but I can't figure out where it goes.
So we can.
There's not a lot of good shots of Johnny 5.
No, there's not. But you can see the back, and it's not there.
Oh,
Maybe on
Nova,
the back of his head.
disassemble. That's awesome. That
He
is
has
sick.
it laying in the shot with the toolbox.
Oh, do you
Nope,
think it's like a?
disassemble,
The
Stephanie.
toolbox does open. Do you think it's like a baseball bat or something that he had in the toolbox?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's the only place I see it. Is he has it laying with the toolbox.
So, Todd, do you know Morgan, the builder of this Johnny 5, is planning on releasing optional heads with the punk rock spiky thing on it from Short Circuit 2?
You know what? I do not know.
Yeah, he told me tonight he's working on an option kit with more heads for it from Short Circuit 2 that has the punk rock spike thing across the top of the head, like the mohawk of spikes from when he was, using the car battery to supplement himself in the second movie. Running down the dock to
Yeah.
the song "I Need a Hero" by Irene Cara, I believe. Correct me if I'm
No,
wrong,
that was,
anybody.
Bonnie Tyler.
Bonnie Tyler, "I Need a Hero." Like, anytime I hear that song, all I see is Johnny 5 swinging off a crane to come save the day. This thing is amazing.
It is.
Buck,
And then here, I'll
please
Put the camera back down.
give
for a
us your
second.
word.
Put it down for a second.
Any day now, Buck.
Yeah, see, that's what I think is maybe that's what that is actually it's his bat. I don't know.
Maybe.
I never watched the second movie, so
What?
The second movie,
Oh, no. The second movie is why we all want miniature Johnny 5 toys.
yeah,
Because
but
in the
see, like,
second movie,
I don't know if you can see it. See how this has a hole in it too? See, there's a hole
Yeah.
there.
yeah.
I don't know what this is for.
It-
Why there be a hole there? It's like it needs to attach somewhere. There's a hole. There's a tiny little hole down here, or at least a divot, like it fits in something.
Well, let's just send the message to Morgan on Facebook.
Oh yeah,
and
no,
see
I'll
what he
just ask him.
says.
I'm sure he'll tell me. He goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's for this. You dumbass. You should have known that." Kind of Johnny 5 fan are you?
Yeah, Todd, you might be disappointing the real Johnny 5 fans, if anyone's watching right now. You should find this out before you do your staged unboxing video to know what everything does. Oh, no!
No
Oh, you
disassemble.
disassemble. No disassemble, Johnny 5. Johnny 5 is alive.
Just make sure you
But
pick
not
him
when
up.
Todd has him.
If you're gonna move him around, make sure you pick him up. His arms
Okay,
hanging
wait,
off.
hold on. Steve chimed in. From the pictures
Okay.
on his side, I think it's a different pose for when you put the toolbox versus the laser on his shoulder. Yes. Oh,
All right,
Gilly.
let's we can pop this off and we'll put the toolbox on.
Masa watched both short circuit movies. clearly.
So there's the toolbox. But I don't know how that would, what it has to do with this.
I don't know either.
And that doesn't fit right there.
Yeah, it's not down there in any of the pictures.
Okay. It's got to be just, maybe it's just an accessory. Maybe it's his little bat. I don't know.
I'm going to watch both movies again tomorrow after seeing this so that I can advise you on what that piston is, I guess. The laser is the only part I have a small issue with.
Yeah, but I bet
Because
you we
it's
could
not-
talk to him and be like, hey, what's with the laser or whatever? And he would be like, hey, no, I can fix that, you know.
Yeah, no, I'd be happy to pay him for another laser.
Yeah,
Just make
the
sure
laser
if you're gonna move him, just a heads up is make sure you pick him up. Don't drag him around on his wheels. That's what made them, because they're on with magnets and they popped off. So
Yeah.
Yeah, the laser on the movie was chunkier looking.
It was wedgier.
Yeah, and
Right,
wider. It was
Donnie?
chunkier.
Yeah, it was wider and wedgier. It was pointier at the front. It was more angular, in my opinion.
But
Donnie
hell,
can-
even with that laser on it, it's freaking cool.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, the face and the body and the arms and everything else is 100% looking perfect to me. The only part is the laser needs to be boxier. Right, Donnie?
Yeah,
Boxier?
but I could get over that.
I
Yeah,
can
I'm
get
not-
over it
I'm
too.
not-
I already put down $100 deposit on one. I mean, I'm done. I'm sold.
oh, I love it.
Where's Buck? Is Buck alive?
Right here.
Buck? Okay. Talk up. What do you think?
It's good. I like it.
Anything else?
I'm actually scanning through pictures on Google to see if I can figure out where that piece goes.
Well, Buck, are you as big of a diehard Johnny Five fan as clearly me, Todd, Donnie, and a lot of our viewers are?
Eh,
Oh man, I loved Short Circuit.
Oh my God, Buck! Come on, Short Circuit is amazing. I mean, Donnie will just bludgeon you with a Nissan Altima Fender if you don't proclaim your immediate love for Short Circuit and Johnny Five.
I mean, I
It's-
kind of agree with Todd that the second movie wasn't nearly as good.
No,
But-
it wasn't. But the second movie gave us the toy. If you remember, they
Yeah.
made the
Yeah, it
toy.
did.
You know, like this is the toy from the second movie that we all wanted as kids.
Yeah,
They're rolling around on a sidewalk, and we're all just like, Jesus, God, please give us a Johnny Five toy. And this
and
is
nobody
it.
did.
No, nobody did except for Morgan on Facebook. Morgan is a friggin' hero.
They never
He's
made a
doing
toy,
the Lord's
Gilly.
work.
That's the problem.
If you-
They never thought the movie would do well, and so they never went into producing toys. They don't exist.
Wait, Gilly says he had the toy.
Yeah, I know, but they didn't. They never made one.
Well, then Gilly's full of crap.
if you Google Johnny Five, there's a ton of them out there. At least a ton of pictures.
They didn't make merchandise like all the knockoffs. You see stuff doing it now, like people have Short Circuit and No Disassemble, all sorts of T-shirts and stuff. But that's all knockoffs.
Yeah.
They never licensed. They never officially licensed anything. It was TriStar Pictures, then got bought by Columbia, then got by Sony, and now it's
Well, Gilly
TriStar
just said they made a toy.
where?
Pick up the next comment, Buck.
I want to see it.
Look at Gilly.
I never saw it.
Never saw Gilly.
Me either.
If they made it and it was in existence and I could have found it, I would already own it. Or 5 of them.
Yeah, I would own it too. I went looking for it. That's how I found this guy.
I would have had 5. because, or was it, how many was it? It was 5 Nova Robotics Saint units, right?
Yep.
And they were charging, and the lightning struck. Johnny 5 got hit. The other 4 went in, and Johnny 5 kind of did his own thing and picked a flower and was wandering around outside, looking all misty-eyed and inquisitive. Tell me to shut up when you want to, but I love that movie with a passion.
Me too, buddy.
Not to mention Steve Guttenberg of Police Academy fame. I mean, come on now. You had Steve Guttenberg and Johnny 5 in the same movie, along with a food truck. I love deep fried food, robots, and Steve Guttenberg. This was one of the best 80s movies ever.
After I ordered, I went and watched the movie.
Oh my God, really?
Oh,
Took you
yeah.
that long? When's the last time you saw Short Circuit?
Oh, I
before you
probably
bought
see it
this model?
at least once or twice a year.
Yeah. I own both movies on DVD, which ages me to a point where you know why I can't trust a fart anymore.
We can go back to multi-screen though. I'm pretty much
No.
done. for the night.
Yeah, I don't even know if anyone wants to see anything but Johnny 5. My tank is like dog meat now. Whatever Buck's working on, no one cares. Donnie's got nothing on the cutting mat. I've got it's a Sherman tank. It's Andy's tank. It's a nice model, but nothing tops Johnny 5 right now.
I
Star of the show.
am very happy. Morgan did a fantastic job, and he said, you know, if any of these parts, if I'm going to move it back here to the background so we can get a better picture of it. He said if any of the parts were broken, if they didn't make it, and everything looks fine.
Yeah,
he
well,
said if any of the parts didn't make it, he's like, you're more than welcome to let me know, and I'll replace it. No worries. So.
I think one guy got a Johnny 5 and one of the heads had one of the upper eyelid shutters, like the little flaps broken off, and he just sent the guy a whole new head. And Morgan's great. Like, if anybody watching right now is on the fence about this, like, if you have the money, it's worth the money. B, if you love Johnny 5, this is the Johnny 5. This is the only Johnny 5 to have, apparently. But just go for it. And if anyone needs a link to find this guy, go down to the Discord link in the description. Click on that. Ask to join. We'll question you a little bit to make sure you're not going to spam us with some sort of snuff porn from India. We'll let you in. And then we'll give you the link to find Johnny 5 if you can't go on Facebook and do it yourself. Morgan on Facebook that makes this model of Johnny 5 right over here, it's fantastic. And he's a really nice guy.
Oh, super
you will
nice.
wait a few months, potentially.
On propstoreauction.com, they've got a full-size one.
Yeah, it's like 50 grand or 100 grand or 200 grand.
20K.
Yeah, no one's getting a full-size Johnny 5. But if we get enough people with these Johnny 5s, and honestly, Todd, I think, if you are comfortable bringing your Johnny 5 to Wonderfest in Kentucky, that's where we're going, right? Kentucky this year?
Louisville, yep. If you guys bring yours, I'll bring mine, for sure.
Yeah, I'm bringing mine. I mean, it said 2 to 5 months. I'm going to let Morgan know that me and Steve are both going to Wonderfest. We're going to both be
Now, do we want to try
some
to enter
people.
it into Wonderfest, or we just, we maybe just display it in the room?
Well, entering the model into Wonderfest, if it's not your own work, there's specific rules involved. I'm going to bring a couple models to Wonderfest.
But we could display it in the little suite thing.
Oh, we'll totally display the sweet thing, and we'll all bring all our heads, and whoever wants to put whichever head on theirs. You know, if you want to do Short Circuit 2 with a happy face and the toolbox, I really want to do Short Circuit 1 with the inquisitive face like you have it right now. That's my favorite Johnny 5. But I'll do angry face. I don't care. We each need to, I think if the three of us do inquisitive face Short Circuit 1, angry face Short Circuit 1, and inquisitive or angry face Short Circuit 2 with the bandana and the toolbox, and then we stranglehold the Agora people and go, look at these things and look at how everybody's freaking out and drooling over them. We may just be able to get a 1/3 scale Johnny 5 part work in the pipeline.
There you go. There's his bandana.
Oh, God, it's so good. The bandana fits perfect. Put the toolbox on, and oh, my God. Oh, he's adorable.
Oh,
okay, Steve called dibs on angry face, so
okay. I don't care. I'll do the sad face if you want. We can have him squash.
Todd.
What
you
we'll
can
do is we'll make a 1/10 scale cricket and put it underneath his foot.
Todd, you do set. Actually, Morgan will be making 3D printed squash crickets.
Excellent.
Yeah. So Todd, you do sad face, Short Circuit 2 with the toolbox and bandana. I'll do Short Circuit 1 with the inquisitive face. And Steve called dibs on angry face. I guess Short Circuit 1, angry face with the laser.
Sounds good.
And if we, all three of us, tag team them with Steve's massive subscriber base and my modest subscriber base and your massive respect in the partwork community with your website of my BTTF, Ian is an asshole.com, DeLorean.com, whatever it is, I think we will hopefully influence Agora to maybe investigate this product.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe I'll send an email to Sony TriStar. So they'd be like, hey, found the licenses.
Oh, that would be awesome. And if everybody in the suite that's like drooling over these Johnny 5s and Agora's there and they're like, oh my God, the nerds love Johnny 5 so much. Why are we messing with James Bond? We need to do a Johnny 5 also. And then if I get enough bourbon in them, I'll tell them, do the Aston Martin Vantage V8 from Living Daylights as soon as possible. I have my ulterior motives, of course. I want my snow skiing Aston Martin with rocket launchers and jetpack in the back of it.
Oh.
Sam, saying how to pull. Okay. Yeah, Steve, no problem. You get angry face, buddy. I'll take inquisitive, and Todd's gonna take depressed face because
I'm gonna put a cricket under his face or under his foot.
Oh no, Johnny 5 disassembled cricket. No,
reassemble, Stephanie.
No reassemble. No reassemble. Dead.
Oh, we have Nicky Boy is here. Hello, Nicky Boy.
What's up, Nicky? Man, Johnny 5 stole the show tonight. I mean,
I didn't think it was going to be that good. I mean, I thought. I mean, I saw the pictures and I thought it was good, but it's better than I expected. I think it's fantastic. I love it.
I mean, Donnie's Warhammer was awesome. My Sherman is fine, but Johnny just. There's no way Johnny 5's not going to steal the show tonight.
Yeah, that Johnny 5 is awesome.
Buck is dead silent. He's just sitting in awe of Johnny 5.
No, he's concentrating. He does. He's not a Johnny 5 fan. He already said so. He's
well,
like,
you know,
I'm not
Buck's
a
an old
huge Johnny 5 fan, but it's been 30 years since I've seen that movie.
Oh,
I watched it a couple months ago.
Well, Buck, you know, based on your presence on the stream, it seems that you do have internet access.
Maybe.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure via one of the multitude of streaming services available to the general population, you could watch Short Circuit again whenever you want to. And in all honesty, just speaking for myself here, myself and most of the others, if you do not just go watch Short Circuit again in the next 72 hours, I'll personally disown you, because this is an amazing robot, an amazing model of an amazing movie character that rivals Kit and the DeLorean Time Machine and Ecto-1 from Back to the Future. I mean, Johnny Five is up
Johnny
there.
Five beats all of them.
Johnny Five is in the upper echelon of Ecto-1, the DeLorean Time Machine, Airwolf,
because, you know, Ecto-1 and the DeLorean are cool, but the actors are the personality of those movies. Johnny Five is the personality of that movie.
Well, yeah, Johnny Five I would closer relate to Kit from Knight Rider, because Kit was a character technically in the show, but Johnny Five was so much more lovable than Kit.
If they
loved Kit.
If they had made, if all of this part works that are available now were available today, and they had Johnny Five as a part work, this would have been the first thing I built.
Oh, right? Absolutely.
In a heartbeat. Before the DeLorean, before the Ecto, before I would have built this first.
I held out for well over a year or two before I finally decided to sign up for the DeLorean and for Ecto-1. But if I saw a part work that said, build your own Johnny Five 1/3 or 1/2 scale, whatever, and pay us $1 million a month and never have any guarantee you'll fit, I would have signed up in a freaking heartbeat for Johnny Five.
I think Sam has a good idea.
Replace Eric. Yeah, we all probably like Johnny Five better than Eric, but Eric is still, a founding member of the family here. I'm a newcomer. I can't replace Eric officially, but I think Todd and Buck and Donnie and SCHUH could probably vote Johnny Five ahead of Eric and boot him potentially, but it's not my place to say.
He's got so much titanium in him. He's practically Johnny Five as it is.
Yeah, but until Eric has a laser mounted to his shoulder, he's no Johnny Five.
How do you know he doesn't?
Because the government's not going to pay for laser implants. He's lucky he has a metal plate in his head and titanium pins in his spine.
Maybe Eric paid for the laser implant. Maybe that's why he's broke now.
No. Unless Eric could buy it with Amazon gift cards, it's probably not happening.
So, Ian, I looked, and all the streaming services that have Short Circuit charge.
Yeah, I bought it.
Well, guess what, Buck? Pay $2.99. How much is it? $3? I'll PayPal you to watch Short Circuit.
Don't do it.
If it's $3 or $5 to pay or buy Short Circuit on Amazon Prime, just send me your PayPal address. I'll cover it. You need to watch Short Circuit.
I love that movie.
You cheap old wrinkly bastard, you. You need to watch Short Circuit.
You got to remember. See, you just pointed out something right there.
Yeah, old wrinkly.
Short Circuit came out when I was a full adult. It was not that big a thing.
Came out in '86.
Right. Which is the year I joined the Air Force.
Yeah, so you were a man-child. Don't call yourself an adult.
I was 22. 20.
Yes,
junior in
again,
high
you were
school.
a 22-year-old male, which meant you were basically a man-child compared to the female species. And you need to rewatch Short Circuit. I don't think Todd would argue with me on this. I'm trying to tone down tonight, but Short Circuit is kind of like if you go to church and like, well, you haven't read the Bible. It's that level of nerd. Like if you consider yourself a nerd at all and you haven't seen Short Circuit in the last decade, you lost your nerd card. I'm sorry.
So I'm in the same boat that Eric is with his nerd card for not watching Galaxy Quest.
Hey,
Well,
you listen.
not quite as bad because you have
No,
seen
not
Short
nearly
Circuit.
as bad. No. Galaxy Quest is all about seeing Tim Allen be an idiot and the best cleavage Sigourney Weaver has ever displayed on camera. This is not the same level. This is pure nerd. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at Johnny. Look at the face on this model over here. It's utterly fantastic. Todd is.
It is.
I'm not going to say what Todd told me not to say the other time, but he's got the biggest nerd thing on the internet right now.
I am nerding pretty hard.
Yes, he's got the largest nerd phallus. Is that okay, Todd? Nerd phallus?
You're getting there.
Yeah, that's it. That's peak. Yeah, peak nerd god. Oh my
There
god,
you go,
the
Lemur.
hands out, the
Got his
arms out.
laser. I took his little bandana off. There's his
The
little
only
bandana.
thing I'm gonna say is I'm gonna message Morgan about that laser. It's the
Well, the
only
nice thing
thing.
is, if you ever redesign this, it'd be super easy to replace it with.
Yeah, I mean, he could just make a new one and the same magnet mount. That's literally the only, and it's not even a criticism. It's just like, I don't think the laser is absolutely perfect. So we're being honest here.
Yeah, I could.
All
I
of
could see,
Johnny,
you take this. Sam's like, take it to a bar. I can see putting this on the bar, take it to the bar, put it on the bar, and the women just come running. They just come running.
well,
I
Todd,
love
you know,
what
I
Lemur
mean,
said.
you could put your BMW key fob on the bar and women will go running. But if you put this on the bar, I don't know about the women that would come running to you.
Steve
To be
says
honest.
still-
Lemur
still
said a
not
robot
B9,
only a
though.
nerd could love. And
What we
Sam
got
said
here?
he would probably drive the women or draw the
Let's
women.
see. Sam, if he
A
took on
nerd
the bar, he
on.
would probably draw the women. A nerd on. A nerd on. Firefly
meets
build.
J5.
Firefly is awesome.
Yes, Firefly is awesome.
But, nope, still Johnny 5 wins in my book. Sorry.
Nope, Firefly.
Vote of hands on Hobby Time Modelers. Johnny 5, Johnny 5, Johnny 5. Buck, you got to vote? Johnny 5?
No hands. Nobody's voted
it's-
for Johnny 5.
Buck!
No hands.
No.
Wait,
Unbig.
your cat is giving us the hand.
Unbig Buck right now. No, it's Johnny 5. Firefly, I love, but no. Oh, by the way, with Firefly, not to take over the stream as I usually do with my too much talking. Does Firefly feel like the Mandalorian
cool.
stole the design of the Firefly a little bit?
You know, it's
For
funny
his Razor
because
Crest.
I was thinking about that, and I'm like, what if they made a part work or a Lego of the Firefly? Now, obviously, the show didn't last very long, but I was thinking about it. I'm like, it does have those arched wings. It's very similar. I mean, it doesn't have the wings on the wingtips, but
The Razor Crest, I feel, stole from Firefly.
It's
Possibly.
similar, but the Razor Crest is more Square?
It's a no, but the Razor Crest and the Firefly have a very similar overall structural design, with the kind of guppy shaped torso, and then the two wingtip mounted engines, and the kind of V-22 Osprey ish feel to them. I feel like they were designing the Razor Crest for Mandalorian, and a couple of the guys there in the prop department were like, I love Firefly. I'm going to just sneak this in and see if nobody notices. Yeah, my property is named Serenity, Bilge. J5 versus Wally. Okay, Wally is literally the Disney garbage collecting version of Johnny Five, because his face was very similar. Sam, I agree. I love Wally. I actually have a Nito bot vac, one of those robot vacuums, and I named it Wally in the app. So like when my wife says,
a Wally would be a great part work too.
Yeah, like when my wife says, honey, run Wally, like she just says run Wally. And that means run the bot vac, because I named it Wally after the Disney movie. And I loved Wally because it reminded me of Johnny Five. Firefly is larger. I'm not talking about scale, Paul. I'm just saying overall design of the Razor Crest versus Firefly. I think
it's similar,
it's fairly
but
derivative.
There's a lot of difference.
There's a lot of difference, but there's a lot of similarity. Steve loves Wally. Yes, we all love Wally, I think. Universally.
I'm so glad I went with the larger one.
Well, why would you get the 110 scale when the 1/6 is available? And
well, they're $100.
I mean, but the thing is, the 110 scale is a great option if somebody's on a bit more of a budget. And a lot of people that watch us and a lot of people in the hobby, they're on a bit more of a budget, which is why I'm building this basically straight out of box, other than this little antenna from DKLM that was $9. This is $150 kit now, minus supplies. So some people are on a budget, and the 110 scale is perfect. And I talked to Morgan a lot today, actually. He's a really nice guy, and the 110 scale is probably 80% as detailed as the 1/6 scale, given its difference in size. But some people I'm like, dude, I can't cough up $300,
Right.
But I could manage a deposit of $50 and manage a final payment of $150 for the $200 110 scale. So it's nice that he does that. And I just hope the guy's making a decent profit off of producing these for all of us.
He makes this in all gold too. From the second
yeah.
When he becomes a citizen, you can get it in all gold.
I saw that. Yeah, that is a pretty cool option, Sam.
But
welcome to the HTM group live stream movie Short Circuit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lemur said the Clone Wars dropship that Yoda was flying in also seems very similar to Firefly or Razor Crest, I'm assuming. Razor Crest is probably derivative of the Clone Wars dropship, more so than Firefly.
Yeah, I
Lemur.
would agree with that.
But the thing is, there's still
Way
a
more
deep
similar.
similarity between both the Clone Wars dropship and the Razor Crest and the Firefly.
Yeah, but I went back and looked at the Firefly when you were saying that, and it's similar, but
it is similar because they got the
very
two
different.
But there's the two big nacelles on the outside, and the central tapered, centrifuge.
Right, but the nacelles on the Razor Crest are the engines.
Yeah, I get it, but listen, I'm not saying it's a ripoff. I'm just saying there was influence.
Well, I mean,
strong influence.
The Blackbird has nacelles on the wings that are the engines, you know.
No, I get it. I'm just saying between Firefly and Mandalorian, I feel there is, and it's not a direct copying influence. It's an inferred subconscious design influence. Like, I could like the way a Mustang looks or a Corvette looks, and if I designed a car, there could be influences from a Mustang or a Corvette or etc. in my sports car. That's it.
That's true.
Not inferring copying.
But
Just,
I'm going to hop off of here. It's almost midnight.
No, it's way
I was
past
gonna say
midnight
the same
here.
thing.
Yep, I'm done too.
Oh my
I
God,
did all
Todd.
the painting I wanted to get done. I got a whole box of Titanic parts that are all ready to go, all painted and ready to go. So I'll
Todd, I
assemble it
don't
when I
think
get back.
anyone cares about anything but Johnny 5 right now. That thing is...
That thing is cool.
Could we just big Todd for the rest of the stream until we close? I just want to see Johnny 5.
Talk about a nerd on.
I have a major nerd on.
So Todd, am I killing the stream or you sticking on?
I am not sticking around. I am done.
Yeah, I'll go upstairs. This has been awesome.
No, tonight was great. Let's see where everybody's
Todd.
at. You want to do we'll do a wrap up real quick, Buck?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we'll start with Todd built Johnny 5.
Well, I spent the whole stream painting all my Titanic parts, different colors for all the engine details. So
That's
this
some
was
nice NATO black.
This is the preview of the unboxing. I will put it all back in the boxes and unbox it again.
Yeah, you don't really see Johnny 5. Is that what you're saying?
Nothing to see here.
Okay.
Nothing. It didn't happen.
Donnie has nothing left on his bench.
Paper towels
I have
and
that.
Q-tips.
Oh,
There
yeah.
we go, Donnie. Nice.
I love that thing.
That is. I like that you have little copper accents on the outside of the rear wheels.
Well, like I said, orcs are scavengers, so whatever the hell they can get a hold of, that's what they use to build.
Yeah, that's really nice. I mean, it just looks lived in. So nice.
Who's next?
Oh,
Ian?
my avoiding painting my stowage Sherman, but
Yeah, you
Those
still didn't get it painted,
decals-
did you? That
those
looks good,
decals
though.
laid down.
Looking pretty good.
That looks good.
Yeah, the decals laid down nice. Good quality. Off to you, Buck.
Okay, and I've got the quote-unquote bricks that are going to get glued on the facade for the tram. Very slowly making progress. But I do have to say, I do enjoy building these models where you actually have to build, you cut and build all your own parts.
Yeah, they're coming out great. I mean, it looks like a building.
Yeah, well, it will. There's going to actually be curtains and stuff in there, and I'm actually going to put lights inside it.
Awesome.
Nice.
That'll look good.
Yep. All right, so let's see. Last bit of chat. Johnny 5 stole the show. Loved it. Had a great time,
Indeed.
fellas. See you again next week. Thanks for the company.
Thanks, Tiger.
Very Mad Max. And awesome Ian. Yeah, and anybody who's...
Thanks, Gil.
Let's see. Sam just threw in great live again. And I'm gluing them on with just white glue. You know, because it's just cardboard. So anybody who is interested in joining, look in the joining the videos. Look in the description. There's a link to our Discord. We post a link to be able to join the video or the stream in Discord. We'll be back again on Sunday, noon Central Time, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Todd, you'll be on a plane at that time, won't you?
I will be at the airport.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not true. I don't leave until 1, so I can hang out for about an hour.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do a little Titanic. Actually, put all this Titanic stuff together.
Yeah. But and Ian, I think you'll be there. Donnie, I'm not sure if you're going to be there. Hopefully, Eric will be there. I will be there. And that's the stream that tends to go for. We went 4 hours tonight, which is really long. That one has gone up to 6 to 7 hours before. So
That was my fault. Sorry.
that's okay. That's okay. I will have the paint for the Volkswagen, and will probably spend quite a bit of time working on the Volkswagen on Sunday.
Awesome.
Well,
Nicky Boy
thank
said,
you, everybody.
"See you later." Chris said, "Have a great weekend." Later, tomatoes.
Thanks.
Hey, everybody,
And-
join us on Discord. Follow the link in the description. Get on Discord. You could BS with us every day of the week while we are trying to not do our jobs at work and after hours when we're avoiding our families. Come talk to
And
us on
also-
Discord.
Also, like and subscribe on all the channels that you'll find down in the description. Plus, join us on Facebook. We actually are, I think we're at 150 members on Facebook, and I want to say we've got 105 members on YouTube.
Yeah, we're
So-
all dysfunctional weirdos here, so just hang out. I guess I speak just for myself as a dysfunctional weirdo, but the rest of them are more functional weirdos than I am, I suppose. But there we go.
Alrighty.
All right.
Thanks,
for
everybody.
stopping by, everybody. Have a great weekend. Have a great day tomorrow. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you next time.
Later on.
Adios, everybody.
See ya. Ah.